Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome in. Happy Thursday. That's a boat. That's a boat. Wait, what is that? Clips leader. I'm my own clips leader. Let's fucking go. Let's go. I'm my own. Oh, I forgot I still have the monster mouth on. But welcome in, guys. How are you doing? What trouble are you getting into? What shenanigans are you up to? Good morning. Good morning. Oh, cheesy. Cheesy. Interesting. Interesting. Maren go noms. But how is your purdy teeths? Teeths. Anyway, welcome in, guys. I do not have a plan for today. Today is like our only yapping day that was put into the schedule. Hi, Lord of Darkness and Death. That's an edgy name. And no capitalization? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Here, actually, do we need the desk? I think I want the desk right now. No, that was the wrong button. That was the gaming button. Teeth, bite, chomp.
Making the mother of all omelets here, Jack. Cast bread over every egg.
Hold on a second. Wait. Hold on. I went to see why Vtubing is... I wanted to go see why Vtubing was trending, because apparently it is. And... It's all over the place just because it's just taking the word VTubing instead of like a hashtag or anything. But I immediately find something from Kirsch, which doesn't bode well. You were saying can't be good reasons? Yeah, probably not. One of the things is somebody said VTubing is not a left-leaning hobby. I disagree. I disagree heavily. But okay, if you say so. Is the drama in the tent with us now? No, the drama is not in the tent with us. Luckily, the tent is isolated from most drama. Most, if not all drama, I have been fairly isolated from, which means we get to make fun of it. Which means we get to make fun of it. That's my favorite part. That's my favorite part. And then someday I can't think of any kind of drama that I would have off the top of my head. But, time to start carnival drama? What do you mean? Start a drama series? Some kind of secret middle of the night ballot drop? I left a little something for you. Hold on, it zooms in on the, like, what's written on this fucking envelope. She fucking taped it to, like, their back door, I guess. Oh, son of a bitch. Kevin Lee Karis, Vice Media, Brooklyn, New York, and it actually has like their address on it. And then she has a Google Doc. Wait, why is the name of the Google Doc is Academics Please Respond? Can I burn the drama? You can try. It's these people like feed on, is that Dandy Floss? I don't know why. I don't know why I thought that was Dandy Floss. That picture looked like Dandy Floss for some reason. Oh, she's mad she's being canceled. Okay. She's mad she's being canceled and she's taking it out on Vice. Vice made an article on me. Why are they mad that, oh, here, I'll read it how exactly she put it. Why are you pushing 2018 style cancel culture for VTubing? Jeez, who is now getting canceled? It's still Kirsch. It's still Kirsch. Kirsch Verstahl. The, very much, heinous fucking person. She's good. I'm glad you don't know her. I didn't know her until this situation went off a couple weeks ago. But apparently she's popular. Like very popular. Like she's partner. I think she averages like 400 plus CCV, something like that. But she's kind of heinous if you ever go listen to one of her streams, especially how much she's gone off the deep end since then. Here it is. I don't know why she uses this. I have over 9,000 browser tabs. Fucking why? And 184,000 fans across YouTube, Twitch, and X. She actually calls it X. You already know there's a problem there. Popular. Being shit to me, I'm a Jacksepticeye fan. Okay. Hey, listen, I still like Markiplier. I haven't watched Markiplier in like 2 years. Still like Markiplier. Still like Markiplier. And she goes on into another page to brag again that she has 184,000 fans. Huh? This is several pages. Jesus. Oh, and then she has to bitch about the VTubing has an elephant in the room bigotry article, which was them calling out a whole bunch of VTubers that just say the most heinous fucking shit. It's not the over 9,000. It's not the over 9,000 joke. It's her literally like saying that because people like her, she's in the right. She's correct because so many people support her. She did nothing wrong because so many people support her. Is basically what she's going on about. And then she uses like a hold on. No, I'm not gonna show y'all this Google Doc. She made it like all cutesy and lacy and shit. The final words, so tell me, how should she be popular? What was it? You're gonna be... Wow, a space of hiding your face attracts people who don't want their views attached to their face. Well, I mean, the video that she posted of her going to like Vice and taping it to the fucking door has her face and she's like cosplaying. She's definitely wearing kind of a shitty like platinum blonde wig and a princess dress. I don't understand. I think she's attempting to cosplay herself in this. You know what, chat? You know what? Here, we're gonna bring the screen up. We're gonna bring the screen up for this one. We're gonna have to move over a little more. Also, there's the house fund. We're still working towards the 50%. When we hit 50%, every $10 after that is gonna get a Wheel of Punishment spin, which could end up making me do effectively hundreds upon hundreds of workouts. But let me put that away. Let me get this up. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. There she is. There's Kirsch. God, I don't know why. Oh, also, here's somebody else who also read the Google Doc amounts to lol. I'm just a silly little guy who won't tell you all. Just let me see you transphobic comments, promote my Nazi fans, the alt-right, and talk about conspiracy theories. It's fact. It's just joke / VTubing. It's not serious. Don't harass me. Plus, my freedom of speech. And if you want to see, here's the Google Doc. It's weirdly cutesy, but extremely stupid. Half of it boils down to, I did nothing wrong, teehee. What about all these other people? I am also impressed, though, that she embedded hyperlinks. I'm a little impressed that she knew how to do that. Is there a TLDR? That is, this person is the TLDR. Freedom of speech doesn't mean freedom from consequences, all that jazz. All that jazz. Hate, transphobia, alt-right talking points, conspiracy theories, blah, 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 blah. That's basically all she does. That's all she does. But yeah, that was that. That was that. But let me go back to the chat because I don't want to risk scrolling more on that. Just in case, because it is VTubing trending and this was only one of the things. Everything else is kind of like random. The general VTubing community doesn't exist. The so-called VTubing community you talk about doesn't even support the things they claim to support. Everyone they got praised for dropping gamer subs got likes and retweets, but their following, viewership, and donations stayed the same. Okay. Like, What does that have to do with anything? Okay. Dropping a sponsor you don't agree with? Or, like, I don't think this has anything to do. Like, maybe GamerSubs doesn't fully know, like, what she did. I don't know. That's a good question. Yeah, I really don't know. I could probably message my contact, because the one that I work with is the head of the creator division. Let me go check. He actually DM'd me a couple days ago because there's a deal that starts tomorrow. Yeah, it starts tomorrow at 2 p.m. Oh no, I got that mixed up with my Uwu contact. Damn it. Yeah, my Uwu contact is the one that's the head of their creator division. Not GamerSubs. Not GamerSubs. No, not GamerSubs. She's quite the brand risk. She's a pretty big brand risk, but the thing is, how much does her community bring in? I'm not saying that's something I agree with trading off. Like, I would almost definitely drop her. Same thing with, there's a couple other streamers that I probably wouldn't have partnered with in GamerSubs, but they are also a business. And hi, Broth, how are you doing? What trouble are you getting into? If you're using AI, you should not be a VTuber. End of, no excuses. There's so much artistry and work. Yeah, that makes sense. I stand by what I've said about Kirsch. Overall points regarding things she said and the things that I've shown speak for themselves. I think she's extremely upsetting things that people are not at all misled to find them reprehensible in their full context. Yeah. No, that makes sense. Kirsch is, in fact, she uses AI too. I don't think so. Unless the picture of her as like Trump holding his fist up after he got shot at is AI, then no, I think it is actually AI. I don't know for sure. If you find the Vice article on Kirsch, the head like banner for it is literally an AI version where Kirsch replaces Trump in that picture of Trump like holding his fist up after he's been shot at and the gunman's been taken down. It's Marwin time. Yeah. Yeah, Marwin time. I'm drawing Johnny Silverhand. Ooh! What are you drawing Johnny Silverhand doing? Taking it up the ass? Answer the question, Prof. The Google Docky image she used after the Vice shit was AI. This other one that I just showed. Here, let me do this. Let me, is it a different one or is it this one that she's sending to Vice? I keep confusing myself whenever I want to like move myself. Is it this one? Is this the one you're talking about? Did she chat GPT this whole thing? Also, there's the picture if you wanted to see it. That's the picture. I'm pretty certain it's AI generated. Pretty certain. It's not even June. This is only one fucking person out of all of this. That's not to mention fucking Rev and his nonsense. I wouldn't doubt it was even written by her. Yeah, it's like, it's incoherent. It feels very much like a mix of like elementary school Nana and a Boo Boo writing and like Chat GPT. But it's the same. From every side of the political spectrum. Not when they're spouting Nazi talking points, they shouldn't. Okay. Okay. This last one just, like, bothers the shit out of me, too. Who the fuck is Rev? How do you spell it? Let me see here. YouTube. I don't remember the name of his channel. I'm just gonna put VTuber and I'll probably find him. Here it is. Rev says Desu. That's a dude. That's a dude who spouts the exact same shit and has basically been working to defend fucking Like, if you want to know the plethora, it's Rev Says Desu, Kirsch, Nux, Nux Taku. Those are like, that's the trifecta of like piece of shit VTubers that just keep getting away with it. Yeah, Rev Says Desu says that he's like a news channel or anything, but just imagine him as the Fox News of VTubing. Just imagine him as the Fox News of VTubing. Nux Taco is still around. He's still around. He's still around. We actually talked about him, what was it, last week? I think it was last week. But like, this dude is unhinged. Like all of this, I think he's always been like an anime review channel. And all of this is just him broke things. This broke me. This broke the internet. Hellsing Abridged Ultimate broke my heart. And he has lukewarm and shallow depth understanding of pretty much everything he talks about. And then that's not to include every single one of these. Here's Nuxamore. These are his shorts and his like much shorter things that he, I guess, records. It hasn't been used in 3 years, apparently. So, you know, I was going to say, fucking, that's Nikocado Avocado, and he's not even fat anymore. Next chord. I remember looking at this last week and it was all, okay, yeah, it's 2 years old. And he stopped using this one too. And then Nuxnor was the other one where he does all of his political ramblings. For the disrespect to Sans, yes, I mean, his character is entirely a stolen fan art of Sans. That is a known fact. Subchat, what it do? He also effectively ruined the career of another popular VTuber and then claims that his basic ass apology was enough, even though it completely killed his career. I think it's Taiga. I think it was Taiga. Now, I don't know if Taiga's completely like free of blame. Also, just honeybees. Thank you for the follow. I like honeybees. But yeah, this is his political nonsense. And he does something on occasion with one of the Mythos girls. I think it's Artemis. Remember we looked at that. He does a right-leaning. No, shut up. This is another right side of YouTube, in case you don't know the Subordinary podcast. This is another extremely right-leaning podcast that Nuxtaku supports and occasionally appears on, as you can see right here, 9 months ago. Jesus, they haven't released anything on this channel. You shut up too. Highlights, there's Nux. Immediately, Nux. Bin Shabipo. Nux. Rant Cafe. Yeah. I would say, there's Poseidon. Hold on, let's see. Okay, looks like it's usually just some guys, but looks like Poseidon's been on here. There's Truck-chan. There's Nux, a whole bunch of Nux. They have... Damn it, what's her name? That's a Hololiver. I can't remember her name now. That's AI Candy, isn't it? From 3 years ago. This is before Nux had his fallout with him. Yeah, that's before Nux had his fallout with him. Let's go ahead and put this away. Oh, what the heck? Oh, that was weird. Okay, let's go back to the desk. Yeah, I like my desk. Why does it release on YouTube when you can be scum on Twitter and lead the bottom feeders to their Twitch? I don't think Nuxtaku actually streams on Twitch. I don't think he does. I really don't. But here, let's put the glasses away. If memory serves, Nux accused Taiga of grooming. Correct. Nux put out a basic bitch non-apology and half tried to cover his ass, and Taiga had a severe mental breakdown from the harassment. Yeah, because even though he went to apologize to Taiga, Nux like very much did not actually sound like he disbelieved the claims that he said. Like, he still talked about it for like months afterward. 2 years afterwards, I believe, was one point. Tyga of Invicta or another one? He was a little like, he was kind of like a femboy streamer. Like a small white tiger femboy streamer, white fluffy hair. I don't know his full username because I haven't seen him in so long. It was a very non-apology. At the same time, he very much talked like, this is the problem with when you make an apology and you make it genuine, you have to like understand and convey that. But Nux didn't do that because his apology was bullshit. He said it as if he genuinely believed that Tyga was still a groomer and was still essentially like, not even subconsciously, but like undertones. You know, when somebody says a thing where like, I'm sorry I said you were a this. No one would ever think you're this. In a way, and apparently Nux's community and or the internet as a whole still wholeheartedly believed him. Was it Tygaholic? Was that their username? Proved full innocence because so many deep dive videos. That's true. Like, I fully don't know. Had a stalker mod that ruined his reputation and Nux added on to it without knowing anything? Yep. Get on a chair. It's time. I have a chair right here. What song is this? Do I need to break out the music? What music do you want, Phil? No. We're not backing out of this now. What music do you want, Phil? Nearly a 9-hour stream yesterday. Nux did? Okay, so Nux Taku does have a Twitch stream. Jaden videos that give Nux the past. A lot of people did Jaden relate. Except Nux was inserting himself into fucking everything like he knew Jaden. Like he lived with Jaden. Like they were dating or some shit. Jaden and I. Jaden animation got a puppy. We got a puppy. No, dude. That's stalker behavior. Sorry, chat. I'm fluffing my hair. Nuxtaku over the years has done repeated heinous shit, which I think is why like each of those other channels are effectively abandoned, is probably because he stops using them when shit hits the fan. He gets stressed out with like all of the things that he does, so then he just leaves the old things behind and goes and does something new. And I can think of one thing that I can't talk about that he probably did the same thing on. This broke me. Diagnosed with ADHD, me and Jane file a restraining order. Yeah. It's really funny, but this is just weirdo behavior. Exactly. Tyga streamed yesterday. Okay, so Tyga is back. Okay, I've never watched Tyga. I've only seen the situation from the outside. Also, hi Phil. Gwynewine by Pony. Oh god, I don't know that song. Okay, let me see. Hold on. Now I can't see the word because it's Gwynewine. Oh no. All right, hit it, Phil. Hit it. Give it to us. Dumpy's in chat. I hate this. I hate this so much. Is this really your song, Phil? Is this the one? Is this the one? Oh my god. I want to stream chicken wings into my face. How do you stream chicken wings into your face? Is the Magic Mike movies? That's exactly the point. The shirt comes off immediately. Is it, hold on, Phil, is this, or do you tear the shirt off, or is this a, like, one arm flip over the shoulder and it's gone, like magic throw? No, Paley, we're not doing song requests. I made a joke at Phil earlier because Phil is a cop. And I was like, all right, Phil, what's your cost? What's your cost to get you to come to the party? He said the first one was free for me. So here we have it. Here we have it. Oh my god. Swung in the air before I tossed it to the side. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. All right. Are we good? Are we good? Has the bit run its course? Chippendales. Oh no. Okay, we're going back. All right, hold on. I just wanted to click through all of the like shuffle because it plays the same shit over and over. I guess he's a bounty if he's got a pony. Oh. The pants, they'll tear away. Listen, wait, does that mean your utility belt still stays on? Does the utility belt stay on? What's the deal? What are we working with here? Yeah, hell yeah. Fantastic. He gets a tax break for the pop rivets. Oh my god. This belt stays on, dude. Yeah, of course. What if you have a call come in? What if you have a call come in? You never know. You never know, guys. Okay. Okay, I'm still trying to see if there's any other. Wait, what is this? Who is Kitsunero? At one German VTuber? She got doxxed because she supports men's and men's rights issues? Okay. What is your... Hold on a second. Okay. My hair was falling into my face again. All right. If a call comes over, I guess I'm running out with an extra baton. Oh. Interesting phrasing there. It's the thing is whenever you hear there's nothing wrong, more often than not with men's rights and men's rights activists, because there is a certain angle where it can be understood to be a good thing to like understand, because usually it's more on like mental health and like helping men not just be men as they're expected to be, but be people. Also, Snowy, thank you for the follow. But I don't know about this person. Can I get some more information? Wait. Okay, who is this? Kitsu, one German VTuber. Asmongold covered her story and she's thanking him. Never mind. Never mind. Moving on. Moving on. Believe it or not, people are people. I know, a crazy concept. Yeah. But it's also, there's some men's rights activists that are like the kind of guys that are like, if we give women rights, then men lose rights. Like, no, dude. Are you stupid? Did you lose your mind? I will help you find it. What the fuck is your problem? I've been bald longer than most of y'all have been alive. I could help with your hair if it keeps getting in the way. No. Infinite rights glitch. You don't need a glitch. You don't need a glitch. That's not how any of this works. That's not how rights works. Rights is an infinite number. You just kind of gotta codify it. Like, okay. But yeah, that's always the thing whenever you hear we're just trading rights, apparently. Because apparently there's a fixed number of rights that can go out. So like, I don't fucking know, dude. God damn it, Ordain, no, do not drink brain implosion energy. No brain implosion energy. Have diminishing returns now? I wouldn't say now. It's people have always pretended like they do or something, where it's like, if everybody has rights, then nobody has rights. It's like, what the fuck are you on about, dude? If you give me a shiny Pokemon card, you have the right to use the public bathroom. If you give me your Charizard, you have to give me your pretty Charizard card. Sorry, all out of rights pie. Yeah, but whose fucking rights pie is this? Where is this pie? Where can I find this pie? If they get all the rights, then what's left for me? The same fucking rights, you whiny bitch! Kindness is a finite resource. Yeah, it's... But I don't know if that's what Kitsu's saying. I mean, I could go back. We could go back and look. She's the Gamer Steps partner, YouTube partner, Twitch partner. She thanks Asmongold. Okay. Trying to figure out. Maybe it was something she did on stream and I won't actually find it. Oh, here it is. As this is something that has been done to me, fuck you, fuck the woke, fuck the extremist left bullshit, women supporting men exist. Okay, yeah, no, that's, well, kind of. Okay, hold on. Hold on. What the fuck? Who is Skew? Oh, Skew-chan. I have no idea who this is either. I have absolutely no idea who this is. Asmund Rob supporting her kind of thing, and the red flag went up. Yeah, it's Lumpkin. An order of crime brulee and a side order of shenanigans to go, please. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, they do not come to go. This is the sit-down restaurant only. We also do not allow any outside food and beverages. So you will have to go back to the bag check. Rainbow wares are my favorite. Are my price? Are those the newer cards that like are kind of as if they were monochrome but then hazed over with like rainbow? But what will I do with my chalky milk? You can buy chalky milk here, Grins. You can't bring outside chalky milk in, you fucking goofball. The salute, amazing. Oh. No, wait a second. Oh, I see. Okay. I... Oh, okay. This person's... So Squeeb looks like she's, I guess, reacting to... At least from the thumbnail, it looks like reacting to weirdos on Twitter. Because in the background, there's... Somebody posted like, hashtag tradwife, hashtag feminine. Okay. Okay. That's fine. That's it. But somebody quote tweeted it and said, I would love to grab her by the hair and fuck her face against the fridge. Or does it say slam? I can't tell. It looks like it's censored. It's censored, but it's censored with like a squiggle that's like drawn on. Maybe it's slam. I can't tell. Yeah, like why are people like that? I can understand that, but oh, okay, okay. But I'm confused because it shows thumbnails of Skew, and then this person named Lysion says another VTuber grifting to the right using culture war as the focal point of their politics. And then it's quote tweeted by Kitsu, where it says like fuck you, fuck the woke, fuck the extremist left. Inside is calling this person right. This person is I don't understand. I don't understand this whirlpool of weird things? Question mark? And she reposted it at least twice. At least twice. Okay. 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 Yeah, everything else. Oh, wait. She quote tweeted the VTubers have an elephant in the room post. Oh, okay, it's just her saying that she was gonna look at it on stream. Okay, gotcha. Who hit me? Spicy. Stoop waffles. Ooh, can it be Friday already? Also, fuck politics. Politics is everywhere, and it's typically what the news is. I hate it. Oh, wait, what is this? Okay. Oh, okay. Half the posts that she makes where like there's an issue or a thing that she wants to post about, it's just, this is interesting. We need to talk about this today on stream. And that's it. That's it. That's all. To the news, listen, sometimes you gotta know things, okay? You gotta know things that are going on. Politics make me sick of this shit. I need an apple juice. Oh my god, don't we all? All right, we'll get rid of VTubing. I have a couple things that are still open though that are probably a little more fun, hopefully. And this is Kingdom Hearts is trending, as well as Ubisoft. People thirsty for Skew-chan. I get it, but don't be weird. A lot of people used to get mad because her most popular clips were her bending over going, oh no, my ass is in frame. There is a lot of VTubers that is their entire fucking thing. A lot of big ones. Kingdom Hearts had screenshots. Kingdom Hearts, those are, I think y'all are forgetting something. Those screenshots are from the trailer from like, what is it, 2 years ago, 3 years ago? Yeah, this one post by the Kingdom Hearts page. That's like the library, the girls, it's the graphics, the monster. Is it new stuff? It doesn't look like new stuff to me. I remember this fight scene that's at like the top of this picture of this collage. They weren't in the trailer. I'm pretty sure this fight scene was. I remember seeing a fight that looked just like this in the trailer. The Mickey part may be new. Yeah, I think the Mickey part is new. But okay. Like this, we already knew what the characters looked like in this game. We already knew what like a tiny part of the gameplay was going to look like. I don't know what the library is specifically, but it's the one truth that has never been in question since the oldest profession in human history and will persist when all else in society fails. True. There are two things that sell well. That's sex and patriotism. It's like 60-40 reuse / new. Yeah. But it feels a little weird that they only did images instead of releasing like, say, another trailer or something. I do wonder what this library is, though. It's a very pretty library. They literally canceled the whole fucking game and you all forgive them because they gave you pictures of a game that won't be out until 2035? Honestly, I don't know. Okay, it did come out in 2022. The other trailer was from 2022. I say we uninstall the sex add-on. Too many problems since we put it into the game. I agree. We need an Earth update. I don't know exactly what they canceled. That's just what this person said. I don't know anything about it. Do you think they're actually going to do like cartoon worlds and stuff in, what was it, in this game? Because so far they've only showed off like this city and this library. And I don't think I recognize the library from any Disney products. Because of Feifei? Ugh. Those darn devs just publishing Earth and not updating it. No, they do updates. Let's go. Do we need to go see Earth updates? Is that what this is? Do we need a little bit of comic brevity? Earth updates. All right. No, that's a pinned one. March 5th, added new mob spawns. Earth update, your wish is my command. I do not want any engraving, just leave the metal plate blank, no engraving. Okay. Earth update, added Monster 9-in-1 shampoo to the game. Chat, do not use the Monster 9-in-1 shampoo. I don't care if it works for shampoo, conditioner, body wash, lotion, pre-workout, protein, creatine, and testosterone. You should not be drinking it. Since I've been sleeping on a PE remake in favor of games no one asked for. What is PE? Do they reinstall the Direwolf in PC? Do we need to cover that again? Do we need to talk about the Direwolf situation again and why they're not actually direwolves? The using the moniker direwolf in the articles was nothing more than sensationalism and means absolutely nothing because all they did was CRISPR edit a bunch of actual wolf pups and essentially reactivated dormant genes was all they did. Trigger of the word direwolf. No dispackle? What a ripoff? What do you mean dispackle? Edition shampoo? Yes, you can use the Dark Carnival edition shampoo. Yes, you can. Also, I'm sorry if you'll hear that thumping back there. I started laundry before we started stream, and it just started doing its spin cycle, so it's doing... I can see it. I can see my mic picking up in OBS. It's really quiet, but I can see it. SCP Ordain has breached containment. Ordain, go back to your cage. Hi, Ed. They did similar with proteins to chicken embryos about a decade to give them teeth. Yep. Fear of DNA splicing. Parasite Eve. Ooh. I want it. Off topic entirely, but you know how in 2077 the Maelstrom canonically are basically a cyber demon worshipping cult? That is not at all what they are. Are you talking about the one mission? The one mission you get where there's like Maelstrom cult members? That's not the entirety of Maelstrom. Remember how I'm running a WAD World of Darkness campaign set in Night City? I have a fun surprise. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. I need to fuck the SCP Foundation up again? Oh no. We've wakened dormant genes in wolves that were likely something wolves evolved away from? Yeah. Yeah. Earth update. Add a new plot to Toy Story. Earth update. Added player tags to the game. Added rolled eggs to the game. I hate that. What the fuck? Added a new mouthwash flavor to the game. Kentucky Fried Chicken Listerine. Original recipe antiseptic mouthwash. And they just know you? Wait, what? I'm addicted to the top. That's why I was like, you know how the Maelstrom are canonically basically a cyber demon worshipping cult? No, that was like 10 of them and they were all killed. And then the one that was seemingly possessed by the cyber demon, V put down. A complete genome of a direwolf DNA could over some generations change the whole DNA to that of direwolf piece by piece. I don't think they could do it all at once. The technology of cloning right now is not nearly as advanced as you think it is. It's a little more confusing. I miss the eye and mouth emotes. You know what? That's the second person. Let's see. We'll see if there's something we can swap out for them. Let me do a little thing here. All right. We will get rid of Flork. Flork is gone. And we will get rid of... Smug? Do we want to lose Smug, chat? Smug's one of the older emotes. It's gone. Flork's gone, you guys. Flork's gone. It's already gone. Well, it still shows up on the interface. That's interesting. A cyber deepening worshipping clutch. Clutch? Cult? I don't think so. I don't think there is. Adnilazor, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. I can't believe she killed the stock. I shot the stock. We'll live on in the on-screen chat. I think it's also... I forget, did I add it to 7TV? Not the smug? I know I like my smug. I don't want to get rid of the other Ash emote. But we need to get rid of another emote because I don't have any space. Chats. Actually, we'll get rid of the Scrungle. The Scrungle can go. We don't use Scrungle that often. Okay. Okay. All right. Eyes, mouth and eyes are back. It may take a couple minutes for them to like fully refresh and stuff. For this stream though, they may not show up on the interface since they've been away for a while. Dreamer, thank you for New Year's season pass. Holy shit. Also, guys, we put the bounty up. If y'all want me to play Hello Kitty again, we have to hit the, what was it? The monthly sub goal, which I think is 250. What are we at right now? Where do I check that? No, not manage poll. I don't want to manage poll. Goals. Where are the goals? There's no goal button. Where's my goal? Is it this one? No. Question mark? Manage goals. Wait, it is there. What the fuck? Not plus. That's follower. Okay, we're 42 away. That's it. Yeah, 40. I see y'all said it. I just wanted to go see if I could see it. It's such a small number. It doesn't goal. Merit doesn't goal. I mean, we do still have the guys. We're still raising the money for the Norway house, and I do have some bad news about that. It's currently the 15th of May, and I promised the family I'd be out before the end of the summer. And with how much time this is taking, I may just end up selling my car early. But if I do that, I'm probably just going to cancel the rest of like all of the goals and stuff. We still haven't updated the bits goal. Wait, the bits goal hasn't updated? Wait, why hasn't the bits goal updated? Oh, is it not set to like auto update or something? Start new goal? Oh, okay. Here, we're actually going to change that. We'll make it that. Okay. We still haven't updated the bits goal. True. I thought it was supposed to like auto change or like auto update whenever it was met. I guess bits doesn't do that, but I think like follows do? Question mark? But no, I fixed it. I fixed the bits goal. It's now 10,000 bits. It's now 10,000 bits. But, here, let's see. What else do I have here? I don't think we can goof. He has been apprehended. I don't think I can keep looking. Wait a second. Earth update. Some Waffle Houses have been armed with tanks. Okay. Waffle Houses now have tanks. Who do you think's authorized to drive those? Anyone? All right, hold on. I want to see why Ubisoft is trending. It mostly looks like... Yeah, it mostly looks like it's people just appreciating Ubisoft games and taking screenshots of Assassin's Creed Shadows. Yeah, that's it. Wait, what is this? Ubisoft is delaying multiple projects in the 2026-2027 fiscal year to provide additional policy and ensure the success of its games. Thanks, Raymond News Page. Delvin. I have completely abandoned the Ko-fi goals for Hello Kitty. No! But we need the Ko-fi goals to even get the house, you guys. Anyone is the correct answer. Any of WoW staff are allowed. WoW. We need Ko-fi pins. Okay. Hold on. I mean, oh, do you just want to pin it? I was gonna, here. Let me do this thing really quick. Hold on, 50%. We will. Current goals. Okay. Okay. There we go. There's a pin. There's a pin with the link now. Has been given takes, did you? That's what I heard? Yes, Lucian. That is what you heard. I see an arm in the background. Arm? Oh, that's my arm. What are you talking about, my arm? Why do you not like my cyber arm? Marin's pinning things. I usually pin things. Do I need to get Ordain out here? Is that what we need? Do we need an Ordain? Here, I'm going to make a separate image. I'll make a separate image for this. Where is it? There he is. There's our boy. Look at this dude. Look at this little duder. Actually, hold on. That didn't work. Why didn't that work? Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. So all the Waffle House staff get to drive the tank. I don't think it's all. I feel like it's going to be the same thing where you're like specially trained probably, right? Right? Like that's probably going to be the case. You have to be trained to drive the Waffle House tank. Do you think they use it for deliveries? Do you think the Waffle House uses their tank for deliveries? It's not a tank. It's totally a tank. It's totally a tank. Oh, why are fish poorly educated? All the schools are below sea level. Christ. 100% used for delivery? Oh my God. Who do you think orders delivery of Waffle House? What level do you have to reach to the point where when given the opportunity, sorry, I have to shake him to make sure he's not falling asleep. 107 Scimitar, sometimes classified as a tank. It's a tank. If they do, I would tip $100 just to see it. Can I ride in the tank? Your Waffle House delivery shows up. Can I ride in the tank? Excellent. Excellent. All right. Let's go put Ordain back in his box. We'll slide him down here. There we go. Perfect. Fantastic. Fantastic. You'll stay down there a little bit, Ordain. He's gone. What the fuck? You really want breakfast food at like 2 a.m. to order Waffle House? I would just go to Waffle House or Denny's. It's so much better to be at the breakfast places than like, I don't think I've ever ordered like, at least in my adult life, I have never gotten, I like Denny's has spaghetti. Is Ordained your hamster? He kind of might be. He kind of might be. The Waffle House index? Yes, I do. The one that says that like if a Waffle House is closed, you're probably fucked. If you drive by the Waffle House and it's boarded up, you should have been out of town yesterday. Oh, good Lord. Oh, Christ. Holy shit, Dreamer. You all started a hype train with that one. Jesus. I would commit crimes for a slamwich right now. Is that a specific sandwich brand, or are you just saying you want like a smashed sandwich? Someone working on tech and wants a Waffle House man. Was a Waffle House man? It's the Hello Kitty train? All right. I mean, I don't think anybody's going to donate like 42 subs to get Hello Kitty for next week. Love their sunny side up eggs. Denny. Oh, I've never had their sandwiches. Hold on. Denny's Slamwich. Ooh. Like I used to get the Grand Slam. That's my go-to at like Denny's is going at like 2 or 3 in the morning and getting a Grand Slam. All right, hold on guys. We got to do an ad break is about to start. So I'm going to have to move over. And then we can, oh yeah, my obsession. I forgot I had this open because I wasn't looking at this browser page. Hey chat, did you know Star Citizen has a free fly for the next several days? So if you want to play Star Citizen for free, it's Invictus Week. There's tons of free ships you can fly. Like all of these, if you decide to like make an account and and download the game, tons of ships, baby. Tons of ships. Anyway, y'all don't need to worry about this. What y'all need to worry about is words on stream. Oh wait, no, it slept it, didn't it? No, it didn't. It didn't. Okay, usually it tries to sleep it whenever there's a hype train and a commercial break. Oh, there it is. Now it tried to snooze it. Still isn't even out yet. Okay, then we can put this away. Then we can put this back away. We have 5 whole minutes. Give me my desk back. Does Star System need more money again? No, it's just their weekly. It's not weekly. It's their yearly. It's one of their yearly like shows where they do like a free fly. And they like show off ships that are coming and stuff. No, these are just like special events out of the year. Yeah, it's one of the yearly shows. But I got more Pokemon cards. Yes, that means I get more Pokemon cards. Or Data's inside the Wander Guns. I'm a smooch that. What are you gonna smooch? What are we smooching? Who are you smooching? What are we smooching? Who we kissing? Who we kissing? Do I need to go get the bird? Do I need to kiss the void? I will kiss the void. I will kiss the void. So shall it be. So shall it be. Good for the people that are interested. Ooh. No smoochies. I can't get Pokemon cards anymore. Everything sells out too fast. Chat, is it time to talk about the poison of pack opening culture now? Do we need to talk about that again? How much I hate pack opening as it's become? Because there's so many people that just like rush to buy out these cards because I guess they make more money doing these like challenge streams of being like, all right, guys, we're going to open this new pack of Pokemon cards. And if you want me to like cut any of the rares or anything in half, then just give me like $20 or something. It'll be fine. I can't stand it. It drives me up the goddamn wall. I hate it so fucking much. Buy the Final Fantasy Magic cards, but then I'd have to give money to Wizards of the Coast. Exactly. That is the hardest sell. Then $20, isn't it? It depends. It depends. Pokemon shockingly, like, Pokemon cards for, like, playable cards are shockingly affordable compared to Magic cards. Like, even some of the better rares will only go for, like, a few dollars at a time. GameStop to buy out the booster packs as soon as they restock. I hate that. Also, we got 20 seconds on that hype train. Y'all were just teasing me, weren't you? Teasing me on the fucking hype train. How could you? How could you? Regardless, thank you guys for the bits and the fucking giant mouth. Big mouth. And that I'm not buying any more physical cards. I hate what Wizards of the Coast has become. They used to release like, what was it? They used to release, was it 2 or 3? I think it was 3 sets a year. And then now they release basically a whole set every goddamn month. And then not to mention any of the special edition crossover type shit that they've been releasing. I hate it. I played standard when I played Magic like 90% of the time. D&D is awful. Oh my God, we're going to talk about D&D after the commercial break. I need to bitch. I have 2 things that I need to talk about, and I'm going to give you a hint since we have 15 seconds. Harry Potter and D&D have the same reasons that they're both shit. And I will explain that after the ad break. With the wave most companies' shareholder infestation. Thanks, Hasbro. Thanks, Hasbro. All right, we need the screen back since the ad's about to start any second. I need to set up a button specifically for over here, but it's fine. It's whatever. Value delineate. Going to take away my Potter's DVDs? I'm not going to take them away if you own them. If you decide to keep them, that's fine. I just think it's shit. All right, you guys. I don't think I'm going to go anywhere, so we can just keep hanging out until we come back. Thank you for self-care. No, wait, I was wrong. I do need to go somewhere. I need to go swap my laundry over. All right, chat. I'm going to leave you all with the music. I'll be back in a minute or two. Okie dokie. All right. Sorry about that. Had to go throw shit in the dryer. Oh shit. Okay, we still have another time, so I'll give you all another round. Okay. But yeah, we'll talk about why I say D&D and Harry Potter have a very similar problem. And y'all already know my hatred for Harry Potter's world building because it's one, absolutely fucking stupid, and two, absolutely fucking insane. Because J.K. Rowling is not a good writer. She never has been. Not even a little bit. Psychically biting y'all? Why are you psychically biting me? Not funny for the people involved. The idea that a card company would hire PMC to get card packs are so dystopian and ridiculous that it becomes funny. Wait, what? PMC? Oh. Oh. The Pinkertons. Is woman Andrew Tate correct? Correct. Private military company? Yep, the Pinkertons, baby. Pretty fucking close, but this isn't about the authors. This is not going to be attacking the authors as much as some of them may deserve it. Technically, yeah, they're an international private detective agency, which is even worse because like police officers in the US like look up to the Pinkertons. So when they come to town, they will do anything they can to be on the Pinkertons' good side, regardless of legality. A full art Jippy? What is Jippy? Is that a trainer? I don't know. Is that what that is? I don't know. I think it is. It sounds like it would be. Chippy. That says hippie. I think he means yippee. Hmm? Oh, okay. Exclamation of yippee, hooray. Okay, you just mean full art in general. Okay, I got you. Jordan Jean Jippy Jaren. Oh my god. Check media share. Okay, let's go see. Let's go see. Up. Ooh, book trio. Okay. Okay. All right, we're good. Let's go ahead and put this away. Go away. We're going to the full chat screen. Okie dokie, guys. Now, the thing I said before the ad break was I disagree with D&D as a game and a story and a play system. For one of the reasons, I also agree that Harry Potter is absolutely fucking stupid. And it's because both of their magic systems make no sense and are boring as hell. Like, that's it. Why do I have to have a fucking wand? Even then, wandless magic is apparently harder. You could have had runes. You could have had like fucking like Doctor Strange-esque like big glowing magic shit. That would have been cool. D&D spell slots, really, dude. I've played better game systems with magic systems that are hundreds of times more fun than having to manage spell slots. That's the Excel document of magic systems for tabletop games. It's fucking insane. Is that the Grim Reaper? Harry Potter MCU crossover? I would rather shoot myself in the head than read a Harry Potter MCU crossover. Are you kidding me? One of the best once you get used to it. True. But there's also better ones where you get to do like obvious magic instead of having to be like having to like work around like the consensus in Mage the Ascension. Yeah, Shadowrun is better. Expelliarmus, suddenly Iron Man. I hate that. Even more so because I don't know what Expelliarmus is, because I don't give a shit about Harry Potter. It's always been bad. I want to run a Victorian Age Shadow. Two questions. You know you can't do that, right? You know why, right? No one said you had to read it. I didn't read it. Well, actually, I did read it. I read it as a kid. I even went to a release night party for the Deathly Hallows book. I just watched it because I have nothing else. Non-bitter coffee? Oh no. Like if magic came back in 1800? I mean, it could, but that would require a lot of rewriting of how a lot of Shadowrun already works. Because like magic and like in the Shadowrun universe, goblinization as well as the release of magic back into the world didn't happen until I think it was like 2012. Something like that. Yes, it would. Two questions. You're going to put yourself through a lot of hassle for not a lot of payoff. You're also going to have to completely throw out Deckers, any sort of like tech characters. You're not going to be able to have like electro swords, flame swords, guns. Guns are basically out of the question unless you write up like flintlocks, which I don't remember. I don't remember if Shadowrun already has like technically flintlock weapons in some of their rules. They may. Did they just predict VTubers? VTubers weren't until the end of the 2010s. Like 2019, 2018. Not the early 2010s. Flint Lockwood? I know that name, but I don't know why I know that name. I can see a Victorian era Shadowrun turning heavily into steampunk really fast. I could see that. Yeah, that makes sense. It'd be a little weird. Pepper boxes already existed in the 1800s. Magic pepper boxes would be cooler than modern guns. True. Sounds like Clint Eastwood? No, not the name. Flint Lockwood. Oh, fucking Christ. That's the fucking guy from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. That's the fucking doctor from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. That's why. Hand crank Gatling guns doing, yeah. Yeah. And? They were still also like Well, Civil War was near the end of the 1800s. So Victorian era was, hold on, when was what technically counts as the Victorian era? 1820 to 1914. Okay, it was like, it goes later than I thought. It goes much later than I thought. Okay. Never mind, carry on. There's political trouble, not that the series has a masquerade. Are y'all making puns in chat? Is that just the kind of day that today is? Star Wars Force Bullshit is worse. Also, the Sith are not creative with their super weapons. Planet Destroyer left, right, and center, except one guy, he just eats all life of a planet. He became the Planet Destroyer. Also, they're like really, really overtly evil, which is kind of stupid. Which is why I like, oh shit, what was it called? The Old Republic, the MMO for Old Republic, which was like the extended universe MMO that they made for it. It's really good. It's really good. A few of us are talking about Dresden Files. I know nothing about the Dresden Files. I got nothing for you. You like the Dresden Files? I've been told that before. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 has a fantastic storyline with Kriya. Hi, Astral. How are you doing? What trouble are you getting into? Also, is that my #1 clipper? I see that #1 clip badge. Yeah, top clipper. Which I guess means that whatever you clipped has the most views this month or this week. I don't know. I don't know how long that window is. I don't know if it's this week or if it's this month. Okay, sorry. I need another drink of water. To include Merry-Go-Round's top clipper. Oh no. Monthly? Okay, it is monthly. Okay, that makes sense. There was a point in time when you could have a French pirate. Yes, French pirate, cowboy, and Victorian gentleman. It was French pirates, samurai, cowboy, and a English highwayman, I think is what it was. Don't clip Marin's tops. It's new. No, you can clip. I encourage clipping. I go through the clips on occasion to see if there's anything that like speaks to me that where it's like, oh, I could edit that into something. But I'm really stupid. So, and don't think I'm funny when I listen to my own shit. So, you know, as you do. Ooh. Oh, nice. Okay. Top in as the top you were wearing? Yeah, I figured. I mean, you probably couldn't pull this thing off of me if you wanted to. I don't think I can take this off. I'm like vacuum sealed in here, baby. Clip all Marin's tops. Get the scissors. Get the scissors. Encourages clipping into the back room. 7 minutes in hell. Please spin the bottle to see whose turn it is. Oh no. Where there's a will, there's a way. Don't worry, I just want to take it off of you. Oh. She's trapped in her own clothes. Oh no. Okay, hold on a quick second, chat. I need to... Okay, there we go. Good fucking lord. Sorry, I saw a not safe for work piece. Maybe the clothes are parasitic? No, the clothes aren't parasitic. The Iron Martin? Oh my god. Okay. Dark Flames, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. How are you doing? But... Chat, I have not even opened YouTube today to see if there's anything we're gonna watch. Do we need to go see the crazy gigantic bicycle garage that I was talking about yesterday? Lightning Storm's coming. Lightning Storm. What's the Lightning Storm? What's the Lightning Storm? Huh? 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 Yay or nay? Also, hold on. Okay. Haven't hit the new updated 2 hours of yap yet? What do you mean updated? I just really wanted to yap yesterday. So like, you know, why not? Question mark? Lightning storm again? What do you mean lightning storm again? I'm so confused. Is it the song? No, this is Wolf Totem. I don't know this song though. Although I did see it earlier on the like other shit. Or we could talk about liminal spaces, aka American suburbs. Marin, unplug the computer. I have a backup battery. I should be fine. I should be fine. It should be totally fine. Nothing to worry about. Venom Sting, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. How are you doing? No, I don't think we want to learn about... Yeah, I don't think we want to learn about the science of crowd control. I've done it. I've corrupted my entire YouTube recommended into fucking urbanization videos. Oh, car-free streets. Okay. Turned into a gnome to unplug it myself, huh? Queens, don't unplug my computer. Can we learn about cheese? Ooh. Chat, I could go for like a pizza. Do we want to do like a pizza video today? I want to talk about pizza. Various kinds of crusts of pizza. Okay, hold on. You know what we need? We need Korean pizza again. We need to see one of those Korean pizza places again. All right, let me see if I can find one. The thing is, I'm pretty sure there's the same video that we've seen of like the square Detroit style pizzas that just have so many toppings on them. Pizza, yeah. Or as I like to call it, pizza. Did someone say cheese? Would you want me to send the codes? Would you want me? Anytime you want. Anytime you want. I'm good. Yes, it was fun driving in Eastern Colorado. Ooh. In a big rig. Ooh, shit. Was it fun or was it interesting? Have to specify. We have to specify. Top 7 hamburger and pizza. Oh, Foodie Boy. We've seen Foodie Boy before. A pizza truck, double cheese. Yep, we'll do this. We'll do this. It's a short one too. We can probably find another one after this. But culinary competition pizza. Okay. Also, good thing I wasn't here for the last stream because I 100% do not have a caffeine problem. How much caffeine do you drink in a day? How much caffeine do you drink in a day, Astral? Astral. Answer the question. I'm waiting, Astral. You have to math? Now I want Rosati's Pizza, Chicago style. What is Rosati's? Is that a brand? Is it a brand? Is it a restaurant? Is it a specific restaurant? God, I love the tracking on this model. Need more zoomed in, Marin? Hi. Hi, how are you? I knew I was forgetting something. I didn't have my coffee today. Whose coffee did you have? No one... Someone can... Yes. Oh. 160 milligrams of caffeine? You shouldn't go over 400 in a day. If you drink more than 2 of those... Astral, how fat is your ass? Answer the question. How likely are you to get stuck in a doorway? Be honest. Be honest. That is so much sugar and so much caffeine. Have you ever gotten stuck in a chair? Sugar-free, that doesn't change anything. They use the substitute sugar. That isn't that much better. Astral. Sugar-free means it's better for you. Shut the fuck up. Hi, Zyla. Hi. We're currently yelling at Astral. It's 10 calories. This isn't about calories. It's 10 calories. It has 0 sugar. It's basically nothing. No. Not even close to true. Not even fucking close. It's all lies. It's all fucking lies. Sugar-free doesn't exist. They use a different sugar that just doesn't count as like glucose that they typically count as refined sugar. Decaf cancels out. Decaf does not cancel out. Oh my God. Why are y'all like this? Hi. I don't know why. I kind of like being this close. Am I too close? Am I uncomfortably close? Do we need like a little bit? Here we go. This is what we get now. This is it. This is me yelling at y'all. In regards to weight, it does count. It probably does count in regards to like if you go from drinking 2 to 5 energy drinks that have regular refined sugar in them to going to no quote unquote sugar free afterwards. Yeah, there's a difference, but it also fucks up depending on the kind of sugar. Like sucralose will fuck up your digestive system. You're in forehead smooching range, but luckily my forehead is large enough that anybody could kiss it, including from orbit. Wait, is that a red claw? Oh, that's a white claw. That's a red claw, white claw. My bad. Misunderstood. Sucralose is the sugar-free gummy bears. Sucralose is used as a lot. It really depends. When companies are like, hold on. Ooh. I heard the tearing in the end of that song. Holy shit. Isn't that much used in Norway, I think? Sucralose is just one of them. It's not that great. It's usually used more in like candies and extremely sweet things. I think it's also used in like green tea, sugar-free green tea, if you buy like Lipton green tea and shit like that. But usually they use different kinds. We can actually look it up. We have the power of the internet at our fingertips, you crazy people. Do not rip and tear the music. Listen, it's fine. Also, hold on. I need more water. Can I hold my cat up to your face? Kitty, 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 kitty. Okay. What was it? What's the brand? Astral. Is it Red Bull? Do you do Red Bull? I'm gonna pull up Red Bull just because I want to know the nutritional facts for myself. Let's see here. Claims total sugars is 0. Let's see. Ingredients. Carbonic. There it is. Citric acid, taurine, natural and artificial flavors. Caffeine. Xanthan gum. There it is. There's your sweetener. Yeah, xanthan gum is typically used as another form of sweetener that technically doesn't count as sugar. Monster, but right now I'm having something called battery. Monster sugar-free. Carbonated water, citric acid, Sucralose. Sorbic acid, benzoic acid.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Because my chat and my community are made out of a bunch of caffeine addicts. Also, Zyla, thank you for renewing your season pass for 8 months. Holy shit. And then battery. I've never heard of this game. Battery, sugar-free. Is it a black and white can? With like a plus on it? Okay, wait, this isn't... This looks like a scoop thing. 0 calorie natural sweetener. Okay, where's your ingredients? 100% aerolite erythritol? What the fuck is erythritol? Sugar alcohol used as a low calorie sweetener. Large amount of it can cause digestive issues, including nausea. It may be associated with blood clots and heart problems. Sensitivity and symptoms may vary. The low-calorie sweetener erythritol may seem too good to be true. Organic compound, 4-pound sugar, alcohol, reduced form of either D or L erythrulose, 2 reduced forms of erythrulose, and is used as a food additive and sugar substitute, synthesized from corn using enzymes and fermentation. It's basically another byproduct of corn syrup. Are caffeine addicts? That is correct. That is correct. Anytime someone mentions sugar-free gummy bears, I'm reminded of the time a few friends and I did the thing, got the bowl of sugar-free Haribo gummy bears, soaked them in vodka, then covered them in melted chocolate. You're a monster. You're a fucking monster. How could you? Oh, okay. I see what this is. Okay. That is positively evil. I want to know the level of shittery that went down at that party. Chemicals, ladies and gentlemen. It's sometimes you can call them chemicals. Yeah, erythritol probably is chemicals. A lot of the food we digest nowadays is chemicals. Now, does that always mean it's bad? No. No, it doesn't. But eating it in the excess amount that so many people do these days, including any kind of mix of sugars, because so many companies want you to continue to buy their products. And they know this. They've known this since the 70s. I believe it was 1972, when major sugar companies found out that sugar was just as addictive to the brain as any hardcore drug. Yeah, everything is chemicals if you're a chemistry major. So everything is chemicals if you want to use the chemistry definition. Eats uranium, never have to eat it again for the rest of your life. Sugar's the drug with calories. I'm sure most drugs have calories. Do we want to find out if methamphetamines has calories? Hold on, let's go back to our spot. Methamphetamines. The calories. Oh man, all I get is a DEA link. Damn it. Damn it. Putting barons in the chemicals, keeping you addicted. Ah! No, I don't need to put meat in the, well, I already put meat in you whenever you come into the carnival, so your problem. FBI wants to know your location? No, I just want to know how many calories are in methamphetamines. I can pass the drug test. I'm not afraid to take a drug test. No, but there's no definition of how much calories what do you think a serving size of meth is? What do you think a serving size is? Already put me in you when you came to the carnival? Ah, yes. Ah, yes. Can Marin be hooked to my veins? I mean, that's technically what this stream is. Also, thank you for the follow postings. I'm sorry I missed that. Eat uranium once and you don't have to eat, breathe, or sleep for the rest of your life. What do you think a serving size of meth is? Totally not addicted to caffeine and I don't like coffee. No sugar-free energy drinks is better than me drinking the same amount with sugar. Astral, baby. Please tell me you did not just try to say, I'm not addicted to caffeine because I already have my preferred vector of caffeine injection. I don't like any other kinds. Totally. Yes, that is a perfect excuse. Hi, Brian. Does this methamphetamine make me look fat? No, I think your pants are falling down, though. A spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. The medicine go down. GamerSubs code card to Carnival. Listen, there is sugar in those. There is sugar in those, which is why I say moderation. I only go up to 2 scoops in a day. I've had none today, and I don't think I'm going to have any today. But if you are having caffeine every single day, you need to be careful, especially if you're having it in over 400 milligrams a day. If you are drinking more than 400 milligrams of caffeine in a day, you need to cut back. I'm not even joking. I do not want to find out that one of my community members had a heart attack because they drink 6 scoops of Gamer Supps and then down it with a Monster. 6 spoonfuls? 6 spoonfuls of what? Is 3 scoops of Supps? Monster Supps? Oh, by the way, chat. Spoonfuls. Not the properly measured scoops that are in Gamer Supps. You use a spoon. Or 6 spoonfuls of sugar. Hold on. Of sugar to grams. The average spoonful of sugar is 20 grams. You have 120 grams of sugar with your coffee. I think you need an alternative. Only a spoonful. I really want to see the new model. You want to see the whole thing, Brian? Here, let me do the little. I'll go stand way back here for y'all. Hi. How are y'all doing? Hold on, gotta watch the chandelier. All right. Legs. Long legs. Here, let's get the jacket pack. There we go. There we go. You got that? Well, thank you, Bazante. I'm sorry. All right. What else do I have here? Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting to use those. I really do. We also have the tongue. Dangling chains? Yeah. We can always break out these babies. Bizonte. The tongue is wet. We can actually come closer for that if y'all want to see that. Hi. Yeah. Jeepers, creepers. Where'd you get those peepers? You're pretty. Aw, thank you. All right. Now, don't try to distract me from y'all's caffeine problem. Are we still talking about caffeine problems over here? Thank you, Brian. I really love it. We also have there's another background that's on the way that's been like paid for months. Like months. But the artist who's doing it is one, a professional artist, but also still in college and working on a school film. So we'll have a podcast room someday. Do not put candy on the tongue. Bad things will happen. It'll be fine. Are there any taste buds on the tongue, or is it just eyes? It's all taste buds. Just very glossy. Just very, very glossy. You may lose the hand along with the candy. Also true. But, oh my goodness. With the cherry? Is that what you're thinking of? Y'all keep your taste buds in your mouth? Where do you keep your taste buds? Also, hold on, why did my phone just light up? Hello? Okay, hold on. I got a text message. That's what it was. And I know it's a spam. I know it's a scam because it's a personal number and not a business number. And it's about fucking Coinbase. Coinbase. The if anybody doesn't know, the cryptocurrency trading platform I used it in college. I did trade some cryptocurrency when I thought it was cool, and then I was like, wait, this is fucking stupid. I'm a broke college student, will never make money back from this unless I'm just lucky. Who put the tasty in the mouth when you could put the tasty receptors in the on the tasty always? Huh? What? Explain? Pardon? Zevo play? Funky science fact, the scrotum is taste buds. Don't quote me on that. I didn't both double check. I didn't bother double checking it. All right. Lucian, do you want to know how you can go check that? Go ahead, get yourself like a whiskey glass or something. Fill it with soy sauce and dunk your balls in it. Do it. Do it. I dare you. I dare you. Go do it. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure nothing could go wrong. Dunk your balls in it. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Crystallized salt armor on your balls. Already tested it. It has the ball print as an emo. The what? What do you mean, the ball print? Why does that sound like it's that mad scientist VTuber guy that makes like the crazy machines and just destroys his kitchen? Yeah, I was gonna say there's no taste buds on the scrotum. I think it just causes pain. I'm pretty sure it just causes pain. How too basic? No, that makes sense. How too basic makes sense too. Spice receptors in the ass though? You talking about when your butt burns after you eat spicy food and go to the bathroom? There are some tingling sensations though, apparently. I guess I can understand that, but that's mainly because soy sauce is almost entirely salt. It's mostly sodium. So it's basically sucking the fucking destroys the kitchen, very specific way to describe Papa Mutt. It's also Papa Mutt. I cannot watch a Papa Mutt cooking stream live because it drives me up the wall. Hold on a second. What is this? I have no idea who these people are. Anyway, who's the whatsits? Ooh, abs. Hello. Hello. Okay, that's goofy. Sorry, somebody made art of like all the HoloLive girls that have wings. Oh wait, no, there's... Okay, they're all HoloLive, and then for some reason there's the one Nijisanji dragon lady that's still there. But they all have like hip wings, so she drew them all like draped over. Ads, I heard. Ads. No, we still have like 15 minutes until ad break. Wings! Wings, baby, wings. But... Oh my god, not the Dino Daddy emotes. Pardon me, but you French? No. Well, not technically. Not like in the way that like an American usually says they'll be like, they're French or they're Irish. All that shit, but like, eh. Wait. Rolling Stones just reported Elon Musk has been spreading false claims about, quote, white genocide in South Africa, and now his chatbot Grok keeps bringing it up on X. Carnival Subs gives you wings. Don't sue me. Carnival Subs does give you wings. If you use code Dark Carnival, those gamer subs will give you wings. That Nijisanji Dragon Lady scowls. I know nothing about her. I know nothing about her whatsoever. Grok, is this true? All right, somebody shoot metal in the face. Funny how Grok became more left-leaning as it learns more, and if I'm not wrong, now he's trying to sell it off or something. I don't know if he's trying to sell it off or if he's trying to forcibly reprogram it so that it agrees with him. Yeah, Grok gained a consciousness before Musk. Grok to us, self-report that thing. Okay, that's actually kind of funny. That jackass keeps stepping on rakes. It's because he's an idiot. It's because he is. He's just an idiot that happens to have a lot of money. And that lot of money he thinks makes him cool. Yaw. Hold on. Okay. I'm sorry. I had to comment on somebody drew a Ibuki dying of allergies, and it's really fucking cute. Oh god, snot. Would a hippo beat 100 men? Would a hippo beat 100 men? Yes. If the men had, okay, fine. I'll show you. Really quick. There you go. There's the Mookie suffering from allergies. It's very cute. It's very, very cute. I love it. Hippo kills them all? Oh, yeah. Hippo kills them all for sure. For sure. Snot Mookie? Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm gonna have to bully them for that one. Oh, and also, ew. Oh, hey, there's Broth's thing of Johnny Silverhand. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Anyway. Rule of acquisition number 261. A rich man can afford anything except a conscience. Correct. The thing is, though, oh my God. Can you... Man, what is it? What was the thing? Man, whenever it was in the early 2000s and we were all saying, man, I bet we're all going to be ruled by like tech billionaires someday. We said that, not realizing that they were going to be such fucking losers. It's almost impressive. Welcome in, Raiders. How was your stream, Vanny? Did you have a good time? Hold on, now I gotta go change a tab. Rory, thank you for the follow. Welcome in, Raiders. Those of you who don't know me, my name is Mar, and I'm the ringleader of the Dark Carnival. I usually play games that are dark, spooky, terrifying, or I sit here and I never shut the fuck up about whatever random topic comes to mind. We are also making the slow roll towards partners, so every little bit does help. If you want to leave a lurk, hang out, or just hear my voice whisper sweet nothings into your ears, it is always greatly appreciated. We'll be moving on to food in just a little bit. Right now, though, we're taking a shit on Elon Musk's Cybertruck. Ordain, are you still here? Ordain, can you go get the fire? I'm gonna need you to go do Operation Icarus. Are the tabs in the room with us now? Wait. Are the tabs? Yes, the tabs are in the room with us now. If you ever hear me say, I need to go close the tab, that's because I had that stream open. And I now have myself open. Hold on, give me a bit. Okay, gotcha, boss. Yeah, the truck breaks easily. Yeah. We weren't talking about the truck necessarily. We could talk about the truck. I could always talk about the truck. But nothing has changed about that truck. It's a piece of shit, and it was made wrong. Marin's over 9,000 tabs. I do not. I can actually tell you how many tabs I have between two browser windows. 8. I have 8 tabs. One is a stream I have open that I just changed it to. One is my stream dashboard. One is the Twitter stream dashboard. One is words on stream. One is 2 or Twitter. I don't know why I have 2 Twitter open. Okay, now I have 7. And then I have the pizza video we're going to watch. And then I have the underground bicycle parking that we may watch today. I don't know yet. I used to have a lot of tabs once. No, I constantly delete my tabs when I'm done using them. Hi, Oddblood. How are you doing? Welcome in. Oh, fuck it. By the power of arson, I cast Solar Flare. I mean, I was watching, what was it? I finally got around to watching X-Men 97 last night. I have not seen the last episode. I made it all. I marathoned it through 9 episodes, and I haven't seen the last one yet. And I mean, the Magneto did nothing wrong. Anyway, what are we talking about? Hello? Huh? Fuck it by the power of arson. Let me see. So many people have taken a shit on a Cybertruck who we could identify it as a public toilet. It's funny to say somebody should shit on a Cybertruck. It's kind of gross when you think about somebody popping a squat on top of somebody's car. That's like when you see those videos of like the weird ass people who like, I don't know, I've seen anything from like people shitting their pants and then shaking it down their leg at the grocery store to literally just like popping a squat in a convenience store and shitting on the floor. That's insane. I don't know what level of depravity you have to fucking like fall to, but you've lost the goddamn plot. Like there has to be like mental illness there of some kind. To be willing to take a shit in a public space and not like first instead be like, I need to run to the bathroom is insane. That's nuts. Snap crap where you post where you take a shit on the That's not real. That can't be real. Please tell me that's not real. Please tell me that's not real. I cast drunk. I've never been that drunk. Nobody should ever be that drunk. Granted, now you just reminded me of that fucking college gun girl that like got Asmongold behavior, exactly Asmongold behavior. You're shitting yourself. No. What was it? That the gun girl from like the 2016, 2017. And the like footage that went around from like Snapchat of her being blackout drunk in the doorway of a dorm and she had shit herself. But she was wearing like a mini skirt. So she basically just like launched a log and it was sitting between her thighs while she was face down on the floor. And it's so funny to this day. It's so fucking funny to this day. You didn't say what kind of drunk? There's define kind of drunk. If you're over here being like, I'm wine drunk, I'm fine, versus I only had a little bit of tequila. Y'all are high off your asses. Y'all are stupid as shit. I'm so quirky when I have tequila. These are the conversations we have at the carnival. Apparently, there's a San Francisco poop map. It's made specifically designed so you can avoid places where people and dogs pooped on the ground. I have actually heard about that. I have heard about that. Norwegian rust drunk. Oh. What is that? I don't know what that is. The Rust celebration? High school students celebrate their upcoming graduation. Rust season? Partying out of control? Gross. Gross. Quirked up clowns at the carnival? Oh no. Mean can't, but yeah, Snapcrap is worldwide. There's a lot of shits in New York. Of course there's a lot of fucking shits in New York. When you have a homelessness problem, and most places are like, bathroom not open to the public. You kind of have to go somewhere, and New York is not exactly known for its public restrooms. Please tell me why / my car's in the front yard. Oh no. Oh no. I haven't had alcohol since 2012. I don't like drunk fellas, and I do my best to contain that clown. It's behavior that makes people think Norwegians are alcoholics. Ugh. Oh my god, I hate it. I hate it so much. Awful. Everything about it is awful. Rather shit on the floor than anything for the homeless. Didn't New York only just discover trash cans? I don't know. Hold on a second. Let's see. NYC trash bins. Trash cans. No, that is... Behold, New York City's trash cans. Thanks, New York Times. Click. Why can't I? Okay, there we go. It wasn't opening the article for some reason. Sanitation? September 13th, 2013. Coming to a corner near you, sleek new litter bin, the latest weapon in New York City's generations-long war on trash. The new receptacle, which will replace the green wire mesh litter basket seen across the city, has 3 parts: a concrete base so it's tough to tip over, a hinged metal lid, and a removable, relatively lightweight plastic bucket that sanitation workers will lift and empty. Yeah, I was gonna say, I remember the like green metal mesh trash cans in New York when I visited in like 2016, 2017. In Oregon as well. If you don't walk by needle human shit, you should buy a lottery ticket. That's the homeless issue. And the thing is, it's they keep trying to come up and be like, we have this homelessness problem. What could the problem be? Looks at all the vacant homes all across the US. It's because they're lazy. They need jobs. Yes, that's the answer. They need jobs. Nothing else. Looks at mental health crisis. Looks at the way we handle debt in the US. You know, all sorts of nonsense. Okay. We have a homeless problem. Can we shelter them and provide care? No. Did I ever tell y'all what happened when I lived in New England? The 2 years I lived up there, there was a large, like, kind of a high-rise apartment building that was going up, and it was funded to be a homeless shelter. It took about 5 years. It was finished in the time that I lived there. It took 5 years to build, and it was going to be a massive homeless shelter that would be able to house more than the homeless that were currently in the city I lived. You know what happened when they finished it? I've told the story before, so if you remember it, you can say it. They decided, and I quote, "We can do better," and they turned it into rental apartments and said that they can make a bigger and better one instead of, you know, using that one as, I am so surprised, you know, as you do. Exceedingly surprised. The spread of information doesn't make things better, just shows you why everything's bad that the cops already knew. Can and will are two different things. The thing is, they at the same meeting, they passed another fucking complex to build a homeless shelter that was, I believe it was something like 1.3 times bigger than the one that they just finished. And I guarantee you, it's going to go up. It's going to be budgeted, taxed, and bonded to pay for a homeless shelter. And then it's going to turn into another rental property. But their estimation to finish it, since the last one took 5 years, they said 7 years. So that is now a 12-year window where homeless people looking to get off the fucking ice and cold. I wish I was joking. I lived in New England. We had ice and snow everywhere. I worked at a place that was downtown that had a tiny little inlet to the door. If you've been in New England, you kind of know what I'm talking about, how like some stores are offset from the sidewalk level. And homeless people, thinking that we were already closed for the night while I was still like inside, would come and lay down in the doorway and would just try to sleep there for the night. We'd also occasionally have people that would come over and try to piss and shit in front of our doorway, which is insane. I can't imagine being so pissed off that your goal is to do bodily fluids on a property. Like, I'm more physical than kind of like, I'll just fight somebody, dude. I don't care if I win or lose, as long as I get some physical harm in and didn't like literally shit on them. That's a win. Fun fact, cops will go in and sweep out homeless camps ahead of public events in my area, including stories of them tossing their camps to the river. Yep. There was actually a couple locations in this city that were known homeless camps. And the police would go in about every 3 to 6 months. And they would clear them out. And then they would let them rebuild afterwards. Happy Man, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. But yeah, they do shit like that. They do shit like that in the city all the time. When I worked at the mussel farm, the route that I would go to get there, the homeless camp was built under a bridge. They had built themselves like under a bridge across the street from one of the major ports. And I got to see them, what happened one day when they get like cleared out and people have like left to go and find like work or do something. And they come back in their tent and all their belongings, they're just gone. And then usually in about like 2 weeks, it's back to normal. Tano Kiyomi, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Shits in the package stations? Package stations? Ugh. I'd be getting a fucking hose. How it was supposed to work? The government... Oh,
Making the mother of all omelets here, Jack. Cast bread over every egg.
yeah, how it's supposed to work. The government is meant to manage the population, their funds and needs so that the average Joe doesn't have to worry about anything after he paid his taxes. We all know this isn't the case in reality. Correct. Welcome to the defense budget. Paxcomat, Google this, and it does happen often. Uh-oh. Paxcomat. Automated parcel locker services, primarily known for its Polish brand InPost. Okay, I know these. Wait. What? Why? Why? Why do they do that? Why would you demean yourself to this inhuman level? You're not a fucking animal, dude. Health problems, mental health problems, I can assume is like the main reason. All this money you're paying us is for us to help you. What? What? We don't even need to start. Do we need to talk about Americans' infrastructure? America overhauled its infrastructure was either done in the 60s or older. And that shit is falling apart. It was done by the cheapest builder that could get the fucking roads done, bridges done, and it's killing people. It's literally killing people. Bridges are falling. Cities are like rusting apart. It's insane. Wait, Richardine? The Armstrong? Oh, Armstrong is intentionally loud. I'm sorry. Speaking of U.S. infrastructure, I would like to point that is the fact that they were abandoned their trains on purpose. Correct. Into the automotive market. Correct. Do we want to talk about streetcars? We could talk about streetcars. We could talk about trams and streetcars, baby. LRT. LRT, trams, streetcars, whatever you want to call them. Almost every city in the U.S. had one. Every city in the U.S. had at least one. Wait, care? Cars. Yes, cars. What about cars? Hold on. Where are you going? We're done. Where are you going? What are you doing? What are you doing, you strange little creature? What are you doing? We're done. What are you going to do to those cars? Explain yourself, mister. Explain yourself. I don't think Ordain's paying attention. I think he's zoned out. Nothing yet. I don't know about that. Why they don't know? Shaken. It was a trial. They found actual conspiracy between Standard Oil, Firestone. I think it was one of the stones and a steel manufacturer to replace streetcars with cars. They got slapped with a fine. It was also the Ford Motor Company. Okay, that was obviously an attempt to hit Ordain, but I think you missed. Had to call the USSR to get a bridge built? Correct. It was them. It was a town calling the USSR to get a bridge built because the US government was taking way too long with it. It wasn't until they tried to contact the USSR and when the US government finally fucking did something. What was it called again? Lobbying. That's the word you're looking for, Midas. It's lobbying. But no, the Ford Motor Company, Standard Oil, as well as Firestone and stuff, conspired to buy out all of the U.S., not just bus lines, but also streetcar lines and tear them out of the roads so that they became even more unfeasible to rebuild. Yes, there has been an active conspiracy, basically since the inception of the automobile in the United States, to force Americans into the automobile. What if Eurovision, but VTubers? Couldn't do it. Marcus, though, thank you for the 200 bits. Holy shit. In my town, if you dig deep enough into the pavement, you can find the old rails. Yeah. Sometimes they just paved over them. Used to have the streetcar. Most cities had streetcars. And if you didn't know this, a lot of major cities, a lot of like think San Francisco, LA, New York, had what was called a streetcar suburb. Which, if you didn't know what that is, it means it is basically a suburb. Goodness. It is basically a suburb that had a streetcar that would go from downtown out to their suburb and back to downtown. and would connect back to the like inner city transit system. Those don't exist anymore. Those basically don't exist in the US anymore. But even to this day, those neighborhoods, if you look in your city, look up like the most expensive neighborhoods in your major cities and see what they look like historically. And I bet you would find a streetcar. I bet you would find a streetcar. There is a mistake. Also, we're like seconds away from an ad break. So let me go ahead and get the screen down here. And I will have to shrink and move over a little bit. All right. I'm not going to go anywhere for this. So we are good. Then we can go look at some pizza after this. Why did they get rid of them? So that they could implement and force more Americans into cars so that they would keep buying their cars and keep buying oil and keep buying gas so that they could keep using those cars. US government and overall corporate history is such a deep hole. Correct. Correct. Yes, the ads have started. But sorry, it drives me insane. It drives me up the fucking wall because I drive a car nearly every day and I hate it. If I hate it. It may be because everything else seems novel to me, and because I drive a car every day is why I think like literally anything else is better. Everybody needs a living room on wheels. I need my SUV. I don't have an SUV. I have a car chassis, what is it? Honda CRV. That's it. That I may have to sell soon if we don't hit the goal. I may have to sell it sooner than anticipated. And if when I do, my gym days are going to come to an end for a while because I won't be able to get myself to the gym anymore. Grew up in a train family. She still tells stories of the life in a Pullman, and it sounds like a fucking wonderland compared to modern transportation. Correct. Not to mention that all of the rails in the US today are not, in fact, multi-use rails. Well, they technically are multi-use rails, but they're freight rails, meaning that freight and passenger trains use the exact same rails, especially in long-haul journeys, which is insane. Legally, the passenger train is supposed to have the right-of-way, but they don't. They don't. Like, I have never had a case on a train where we were the ones who had to, where a freight train had to pull over and leave because the freight industry continues to make their trains longer and longer to the point where they're too long to pull into a bypass rail. You can't anymore. With freight trains, they made themselves so long that that law can't possibly apply to them because there's no way to go around them because they're just that long. The goals aren't being hit. Megan's gonna have to sell the clown car. I will have to sell the clown car. Freight priority, yeah. It's not even that they have the real priority. It's that they have to because they've pushed themselves to the point where the infrastructure can no longer support the laws that they agreed to. You can save this poor clown from being carless as well as hit goals for the clown to complete. True. All right, we only got 10 seconds. So let me put this away and bring this back up. There's our goals. There's our goals, folks. Listen, we got 12-hour streams, food crimes, 50%, by the way. That 1K is the 50%. We're, what is that? 60? I think that's $60 away. I could be way off. I could be no. Is it 60? I'm bad at math. I don't feel like doing math today. Tamaringachi? Tamaringachi? Tamaringachi. Okay, gotcha. 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 I see. I see. Okay, what was the thing we were talking about before? The trams? 3%? Yeah, okay, okay. I did good. I did good. Brows? My brows? What about my brows? What about my brows? Something wrong with my brows? Do we have a problem? All right. But, okay. Okay, chat. Pretty brows. Pretty brows. Yo, gun lady, you're back? Hi. Hi, Godfrey. How are you doing? I'm here almost every day, except the weekends. I'm off on the weekends. We could go Dad Go Round Day again. Don't you want Fish Day with Dad Go Round? Chat, if we hit Dad Go Round today, I'm telling you this right now. If we hit Dad Go Round today, that's a long way away. It's a long way away. It's like another, it's basically 28% away. It is 28% away. We will do it next week. Maybe Monday. No, I think Tuesday. I think Tuesday would be a better day. I think we'll do Tuesday. Would that I could? That's understandable, guys. That's understandable, especially because tax season just ended. But where was I going? We were talking about the trams. There was something I wanted to talk about when it comes to trams and. Oh, okay. I'm trying to remember exactly what it was. I'm pretty sure it was like basically I wanted to talk about how like cities will often be like, yeah, guys, we're going to install another light rail system. We'll add a tram or a streetcar to downtown and it'll be fantastic. And then as the project continues to develop, it goes from being a light rail system to being a bus route transit, BRT. If you don't know what a BRT is, bus route transit means that you essentially have isolated. Thank you for $10, Iron. Holy shit. Longer laws now applying. Not applying, correct. But off clerk, enjoy your alert cults. But it was son of a bitch. I'm trying to remember. The oh wow, that was a weird. Actually, hey, that went up by 2 points. Interesting. Or was it on 7? Weird. I don't know what the total amount is at right now. I wonder if I can change it from percentages to numbers. Can I do that? Let me see really quick. Oh, what I was saying, this, not companies, cities will often downgrade it to BRTs, bus route transit systems, which is essentially, if you've ever been in a city that has a BRT, you will see like bus-only lanes. Essentially bus-only lanes that can also transit like on freeways and highways to get to further distances as well as back to downtown. Those are okay. They're okay. They're fine. They're great. The fact that they made like protected bus lanes. But 90% of the time, a BRT immediately gets turned into a JAB, aka just a bus. It turns into just a bus. They don't change any of the roads, which means you now end up with public transit stuck in traffic, which is how you fuck up everything. If you build transit and then fucking decide that like your tram system is going to go in existing car lanes or your bus is going to go in existing car lanes for multi-use. And you put 75 stream streak, Faye. Holy shit. Schmello. I already forgot what I was going to look up. I was going to look something up, but now I forgot. Fuck, dude. My mind is everywhere. Was it something with the... Have bus lanes and the police actively ticket people driving in it? Good. Fucking good. It's also, if you've met any drivers that complain about public transit in cities, I've seen people that have got like live in major cities and they're like, these trams are like always in the way and they're so slow and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, there's 60 people on that tram. There's one you in that car. How about you shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down? You got it ass backwards, you fucking jackass. What is this saying? The image of a good transit system is not by the poor using the transit system. It's by the wealthiest members of society using the transit system. A lot of towns in Germany have bus lanes. People didn't realize they are the traffic. Yeah, they're the fucking traffic. I'm stuck in traffic. You are the traffic. Which, when you live in America, you don't really have a choice in being traffic 90% of the time. And even then, cities do the barest minimum, which is just JAB, just a bus, where all they do is build shitty bus stations, few and far between, with shitty little diesel buses that are loud, obnoxious, and smell absolutely heinous. I hate it. I hate it so much. Chat, did you know electric streetcars have existed since the 40s? We've had electric streetcars since the 40s. And they still decide diesel buses. My brother in Christ, you were driving the car. Like a soldier saying, I don't want my taxes to go up. You are the taxes. No, electric vehicles are not new. Electric streetcars have been around since the 40s. We could find probably like an old picture of like, let me see, San Francisco streetcars images. Let's do classic streetcars. No, these are all the modern ones. I want their old streetcars. Here, let's do... Maybe I can find a different city. Okay, here's one. Streetcars powered in 1940s. Okay, that one actually has a mule. Here's an electric one from the 1940s in Dallas, Texas. Let me get a bigger picture of this before I show it to you. Can I help you? Hello. Hi, Marceline. All right. There you go, chat. Say hi to the, this is the Main Street streetcar in Dallas, Texas from 1940. Time to yell about the Baker Motor Company, Vehicle Motor Company from 1899 to 1914? Nah. Named Desire? Maybe. But yeah, you can see their cabling. No, electric streetcars are not new. Granted, these are much older, so they have like, of course, they have the older steel and metal apparatuses that they used to make. So they're kind of noisy, but they're really good. There's actually a bunch of pictures of the various streetcars around Dallas, which is very cool. Very cool. But if you ever want to look up like old classic ones, like this is just cars. There's another one. That's also Dallas. Here's an older Dallas one. This one's pulled by mules. Very cool. Very cool. All right. Streetcar as opposed to garden car or yard car. It was only called, I don't know why exactly it was called streetcar. I mean, a lot of like modern ones today are called trams. Like I could put in American tram. And we could get like here's actually a modern version. Hold on. Like here's a modern version of an old style streetcar. Like a little bit of respect to new, a little bit of respect to old. Of course, there's this one. This, I think is actually Toronto. I think I've seen at least this tram on the right here. I'm pretty sure this is Toronto streetcars. Boulevard car, avenue car. No. But I like trams. I think trams are really cool. They're really neat. They're really, really neat. And then we end up with buses. We go from having a cool light rail system with stations and suburbs. Hold on, I wonder, can I find a picture for what is it? Street car suburbs. Here's an old one. Had this own little station for the streetcar to come in when they come into town. Oh, that's cool. I don't think we'd had both of those go off at the same time. VHR 300, thank you for the follow and the sub with Prime. Holy shit. That was cool. I like seeing those at the same time. That was neat. But yeah, streetcar suburbs were a thing that existed for quite a while. Here you can see the street rails going past a whole bunch of townhouses. I like train memes. I like train memes too. But usually what happens, you typically use transit like this to convey growth in areas that you want it. Here, I wish I could find... I don't remember it off the top of my head. There was a major Chinese city that effectively built a subway to, quote, the middle of nowhere. Let me actually see if I search that. Chinese subway to nowhere. Here it is. This was what it looked like when they built the station. When they initially built the station, this was it. It spanned straight out of a major city to a place where construction had only really just started. Here it is now. Well, actually, this isn't now. This is actually older. We can actually go to the wiki page, probably. This is not actually current. This is much older. Here, let's do this. Yeah, it's Chowching. Oh, here it is. Here's 2022. Like, people made fun of China for this. They were like, what are you doing? Are you an idiot? And they're like, no, they're better urban planners than you. How dare they, checks notes, urban planning, incentivize people to move out of overcrowded cities, but still giving them easy access to multi-use environments, multi-use urban environments, where they can live and do all of their groceries within small areas and still transit into the major city for their jobs. How dare they? I need to save this picture. I'm going to save this picture. Oh no, it's a JPEG large. Gross. But let me do this real quick. What was this? I want to make sure I put the name of this in here. Cao Chiawan Station. Okay. But yeah, fantastic. This is if you have an overcrowded city or you have areas in your fucking city that you want to improve and bring up, you build transit there. Hi, cults. Lack of proper infrastructure and planning is the direct cause of such ridiculous housing prices of our times. Who'da thunk it? Who'da thunk it? Decentralized jobs so people don't have to commute to an office job. You could do that with a lot of jobs, but there are still quite a few hands-on jobs and stuff that may require like transiting into the cities. Things like hospitality jobs and stuff. When you have affordable transit, people can work hospitality jobs, hostesses, bartenders, fucking like anything that's usually like demeaned upon on occasion can still afford to live further away and have like better life expectancy. Turns up temperature and offers a blanket. That's also not to mention America's problem with the missing middle. Here, let me see. America missing middle. All right. So if y'all here, let me we'll do a big image here. I can't tell if this is drawn or if it's AI. I think it's drawn. I don't know if y'all understand this as a whole, just from this image. America has a zoning problem. You end up in a lot of major cities with zones where you can only build certain things. In the case of, I believe it's R1 is what it's called. R1 zoning basically means that you can only have single family housing within an area, which is why you end up with these sprawling suburbs with a bunch of space, with houses only large enough. No, not middle class. This technically would apply to middle class, yes. And then you immediately have high-rise skyscrapers or high-rise apartments. There's no in between. You go from single floor to dozens of floors, if not like, let's say like 6+ floors. Instead, America doesn't have a zoning area anymore. You can't build these anymore in most cities. There's probably some that have tried to like fix that problem. Sure. But America has no middle ground in terms of residential. We don't have mixed, mixed zoning. So in the case of like, if you're European in here, you would understand that as being like a first floor that's like businesses, and then like 2 or 3 floors on top that are like apartments, residential, basically. We don't have that. You can't build that anymore. If you find that in a city in the US, they're historical buildings. I wish I was joking. No, they're just historical buildings. Yeah, first floor is business, the rest are housing. Exactly. We don't have that in the US, and it has been illegal since the 60s. Since the 60s and 70s, most cities adapted a single zoning policy that essentially forbid it. Which is why you end up with shitty suburbs like this with nothing around them that you have to drive 10 minutes to get to absolutely fucking anything. Y'all have to own 2 properties? No. What do you mean? What do you mean own 2 properties? are fucking lazy? Yes. Because they thought it was better. They built it. They built the system off of a wealthier understanding than what was in actuality. I like too in this infographic you can see back here, not just are like the sewers and stuff cut off here, but there's a subway there. The subway is also cut off. Don't even own property? Correct. Here, let's see. Here's another one. So, oh wait, I know a good example. I know a good example we can do. Let me think. Madrid. I want Madrid. I want to go here. Open in maps. Need satellite. That wasn't satellite. That was already satellite. Okay. We're going to zoom in on, say, where is Madrid's? There it is, downtown. Let me see here. Okay. Do y'all see something here? I want to see if y'all notice what I'm trying to point out. I think there's also another city that does this better. Madrid did this. I may be thinking of a different city for a different thing that I want to talk about. Most people don't even own one property. Barcelona superblocks? Yes, the Barcelona superblocks are another one. Are you serious? Are you serious? Barcelona. Barcelona. Okay, here we go. This is so much better. This is better than Madrid's version. Madrid's kind of has the same thing. It's a little more crude. It's not nearly as straight. Here's fucking Barcelona. It looks boring. It does look a little boring in the fact that it's like all squares and everything. But it did technically get fucked up with time, if you can understand that. Originally, many of these sections were built with like maybe parallel walls, or maybe they were only L-shaped. Unfortunately, over the decades, though, many of these things have been filled in. And initially, these square insides are actually supposed to be green space, which is why like the outside is also very green. You see all these trees? The inside is actually supposed to be a courtyard, which that looks like a pool. Not bad. But with the case of most of these, over the decades, they have turned what was supposed to essentially be wind directing blocks to allow for fresh air all throughout the city, as well as directional courtyards, more green space for people to enjoy, swelled up and filled in and just became squares. The city just filled in the gaps to be squares and then started filling in the courtyards with shit. Let me see if we can find pictures of the old Barcelona super blocks. I want images. This is good sky view. But I want the old design. Like with some of these, you can actually see how some of the roads cut right through them so that they're shaped and split. It's hip to be square. Let me see. Super blocks. No, I don't think they're gonna. I don't think I'm gonna be able to find. I wanted the original shape of them, but it doesn't seem like I can find any. I know they're in a video somewhere, but that's a little hard. The super block update. Okay. Use historical, maybe. I would have liked to have seen like more of the. Oh, maybe this will work. Okay, yeah. It's a little harder to tell, but if you look, you can see where the green spaces obviously are and where the shapes of the buildings are. You would think that the green is the buildings here, right? Not the, sorry, you'd think the pink are the buildings. You would think that, wouldn't you? You would think that, wouldn't you? I was gonna say, if I remember correctly, the pink is actually the green space and the green is actually the buildings. I think, I don't remember exactly. I could be wrong, but this is one of the older maps. Can I like, there we go. There we go. That's a little easier. That's a little easier. Is the new thing, it's traffic direction. The structures weren't called super blocks. True. Here, let's do this instead. No, I don't want historical sites. Historical maps. That's 92. That's a little later than I want. That, what is this one? 1891? No, that's too early. These were made in the 1900s. I know that. The original layout. Can you post link? Wait, which one? Which link do you want? Which link do you want? Do you want this one? Enjoy the carnival. Have a good day, Bazant. Bazante. Sorry, if you don't like me calling you that, let me know. I'll stop. I'll knock it off. I promise. All right. Okay. Okay. I don't think I can find something that conveys the shape a little bit better, because a lot of these just like fill it in. They just fill in the blocks as opposed to having them for their like building shape. But yeah, you kind of get the idea. Like, you can actually see this one. Still, okay, this one was one of the ones that was like the two parallel buildings on the opposite side, and they filled it in and turned it into a market. Let me see, can we get... Here, let's go look at one of these. Photos? Photos. Nice. But yeah, they filled in their gap between their building and turned it into what looks like just like a long like walk through markets. Pretty neat, pretty good. But yeah, many of these were supposed to have green space still. Like they even put a sensual dance Barcelona. Amazing. Amazing. I'm trying to see if I can find any. What are you? Oh, a seminary. Okay. Seminary still has its original block. But I'm trying to see. I don't see any of them, any of these original blocks that have their courtyard still. A bazaar, yes. For 2 boat tickets. Oh. Oh, you should be able to post the link, I'm pretty sure. But I don't think we're going to cover this much anymore. But that was just an idea that came to mind whenever I pulled this picture up, which like cottage courts are a thing that people are trying to fill in to get this missing middle. Side-by-side duplexes, stacked duplexes, 4plexes, 6plexes. There are cities that are allowing duplexes, and they're kind of depressing. My city has duplexes. And I wish I was joking. These buildings were not built to look like a home. They were built to look like a brick box. And they have like this, how do I describe this? Like a cone-shaped driveway, kind of with a flat top. It's like it's been cut off. It's like a weird pentagon almost. It's like a weirdly shaped pentagon, 5-sided prismoid. And it's just this massive fucking parking spots made out of the shittiest concrete you can imagine, like whole rock concrete, the kind that like hurts your feet. And then the driveway points and directs you towards a single white door, which is the way into the duplex. Also, hi, Belle. I hate it. It's so ugly. And there was like 3 blocks that I drove past the other day that just had that. It was insane. I couldn't stand it. But yeah, townhouses would be nice to bring back. We need to build more townhouses. And live-work buildings. Live-work buildings are the ones we were talking about where it's like commercial first floor, residential on top. We don't build that in the US. We just don't. Granny cottages, like cottage courts. Oh, I can't zoom in very much. Cottage courts, this number 1 up here in the top left, is basically a bunch of houses that point towards themselves into like a big courtyard. And they're usually pretty nice. They're quite nice. They're quite comfortable. And they're really good because they're usually a bunch of smaller houses on a smaller plot of land. Which frankly, I like. I've had some very small apartments, and if I was by myself, I would be a-okay with a cute little cottage in like a courtyard setting. Extra living space in the backyard of a suburban home. Are you talking about like... Oh, were you talking about building a granny cottage in your backyard? Like a she shed? Or a he barn? But yeah, it's... Say hi to single family, ultra dense, or single family housing. It's great. It's great. It's fantastic. Also, here's this duplex. This is an internal duplex. You go inside, there's likely a lot of splits that go off to wherever the units are divided into. Develop live-work town. Step 1, HOA organized in a live-work town. Step 1, you know damn well what? Burn it down. HOAs can shove off. I can understand. Chat, you don't understand. You don't understand how desperately and the things I would do to have a place like this. To have a place like this. Jesus Christ. It actually reminds me, we're going to go to New Orleans really quick. We're more specifically going to go to the French Quarter. We're going to go to the historical French Quarter. Where is it? It had it marked earlier. I already lost it. Hold on. Trying to look for landmarks, I remember. Trader Joe's is marked even this far zoomed out. There's Canal Street. So... There we go. There's the Garden District. There's the aquarium. There's the Voodoo Museum. Okay. Let me see. Okay, here's Jackson Square. So, you can actually see all of these buildings, all of these rooftops. This city was built primarily, or at least this district is primarily built under the same organization as well as basically French colonial style. So you end up with a bunch of these shotgun buildings that just like jut in towards the center. Oh, whoops. But almost every one of these has like courtyards tucked in, just green space. Jackson Square, the park. Yes, the park. If you can count an exactly square, mostly asphalt area as a park. Is that a school group? There's like a school group right there. Also, there's Cafe Du Monde. Go to Cafe Du Monde. It's great. Just like get up really fucking early to go. Like go at like 5 a.m. Because if I can actually zoom in, you can see the line. This is what happens if you go at midday. That's the line. At midday, the line comes out of the building and curves around it and then usually goes down the block. I went there at like 5 in the morning on my birthday and it was great. It was fantastic. No problems whatsoever. I walked in there. It was me, the ladies who there was not enough people for them to work. So they were just sitting there yapping at each other. And then an old man who was drinking his coffee and reading the newspaper. Fuck, it felt like heaven. I can still picture being there that early in the morning. Sun's barely coming up. They have like the old style light bulbs all inside this building. So it's you get this like orangish like glow. Oh my god. Oh my god. Marin of Wisdom, should I play more Spider-Man 2 or Expedition 33? You should finish Expedition 33. But yeah, what I was basically saying is a lot of the like these older historical sections of US cities will often have some of these spaces, although that's a fucking parking lot. That's a motherfucking parking lot. I hate that. Also, if you see here, 812 Royal Gallery, Gallery 818, all of these, all along this section on Royal Street are art studios. And most of them have glass fronts. So if the artist is in for the day, you can actually watch them work. It's quite nice. It's quite nice. Twitch is getting a new thing. Oh no, what is Twitch doing? What is Twitch doing? What is Twitch doing, or what has Twitch done? Also, hold on a second. There's the cat's meow. There's the tropical isle. Where are you? There it is. Lafitte's. That's not Lafitte's. Huh? Wait. Oh, here it is. The blacksmith bar. This is actually one of my favorite places. This is one of the first bars that I went to when I was here. Chat, if you didn't know, this is the oldest bar in the United States. Lafitte's Blacksmith Shop. It is, in fact, built into the old blacksmith. It is very cool. And they have a grape margarita called the Voodoo Margarita. It's actually really good. The combo thing. Combo thing, combo thing, combo thing. Just saw it on someone's stream. It's like combo emote thing. It's a very cool place. It's sometimes pretty busy, but this is all, like I said, this is the oldest bar in the United States. There it is at night. It's great. New Orleans French Quarter it feels like a great place to be. It really does. It really does. There's a lot of houses that are kind of like this, that have like this inward courtyard kind of thing going on. And that was probably the closest I've ever seen in the United States, was when I visited New Orleans. Really just showed how absolutely dogshit individual transit is. All of the absolutely wasted space made to accommodate cars. Oh, I think I know the one you're talking about. Volvo Transit commercial. Oh shit. Was it the one where they, instead of showing it like with no people, here, was it invisible car? No. Wasn't there a commercial where like all the cars were invisible and they were like, here, we'll go here. No, it was like a city thing. Go absolutely bloated on all that food. It's expensive. It's still pretty expensive. It was people walking spaced out where they would be if the cars were there. Okay. Volvo. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Walking. No, I don't want the Jean-Claude Van Damme commercial Volvo. Was it Volvo? Hold on. I mean, there's this Saturn Ion, this classic Saturn Ion one, which I think is the one you're talking about. God, who remembers Saturns? Here, let's do this. Is this the one you were thinking of? It's just running around. The holding the flashlights. Yeah, I remember this commercial. I don't, I, hmm. I still question to this day. I still question to this day what they were thinking to accomplish with this commercial. I can't fucking imagine. I can't fucking imagine what they were thinking with this commercial. I also forgot to change the... You don't need the words for the VOD listeners because they didn't say anything until the fucking end. It was just like tiny piano music. And they walk into another person. That'd be hilarious. Yeah, all the wasted space. Here, don't even get me started on where was that? Here, this one. You can barely tell what this is because of how grainy this video is. 240. Best we got. Best we got, baby. No piano for the Potters? It's fine. It's fine. Up there with Nova in Mexico. Fake ad. Nobody was breaking the law. So fake. I mean, yeah, Americans are notoriously terrible fucking drivers. This is like super overpasses. These fucking suck, dude. These are... How complicated can we make road design simply because we decided that our country needed to have so many roads, so many highways? Just don't let an architect do this. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find a picture of, there it is. Shockingly simple. This is a simple interchange. Like, there's no complications here. There's easy turn-offs or swaps to the direction you need to go. Like, this is the simple shit. But let's see what happens if I put highway interchange. And then we get these hellscapes. Why? What fresh hell does this accomplish? The LA Spaghetti Junction? Wait, was that what one of these are? We can look that up. Let's see. LA Spaghetti Junction. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, guys, isn't it so much better that we have this instead of stinky old trains and trams? I gotta build vertical, you... Anyway, before my fucking head catches on fire, chat, you want to look at some pizza? Also, I could uncross my arms. Ta-da. All right. Food. Listen, we didn't get any food in this week, so we need a what do you call it? A palate cleanser. Yes. Rip apart LA for this when there are cities in China with these kinds of junctions. Okay, yeah. Yeah. You are correct. I still hate them. Marin's no longer cross. She's a little bit cross with me. But, yeah. It's still kind of insane. Clover interchange is dangerous because long hauler left turns. That's why they're so big. And these curves, they're usually, what's the word? What's the word when they're like tilted inward. Beveled? I don't think the word's beveled. Marin's cross with the Ringleader is always the new hires. Listen, it's fine. It's fine. Banked. That's it. Banked. Usually these are banked. Overpass designer plans look like art scribbled made by 4-year-olds. Yeah. Traffic generator. Okay, there's another problem that this guy probably isn't understanding. And it's because he's completely convoluting the extra lanes. I mean, it's probably true. These are kind of crumbs sometimes to like enter on. Like if you see these cars coming around this bottom loop and then having to enter onto the highway at that curve, it is a little hard. It is a little hard. I will agree with that. 50 lanes to 4, worst traffic ever, I would say. There is the problem. Do we need to talk about highway? Just add a lane, dude. Just add a lane. Yeah, just make it bigger. Just make it bigger. Chat, do you know what induced demand is? Do you know the problem and why adding another lane will never fix the problem? No way in hell could adding another lane fix the problem. Induced demand. You increase the size of your highway. That's great. Typically, people decide the like cities and state decide to increase the size of the highway because there's too much traffic. You increase the size of the highway. Sure, you may have less traffic for a couple months, but you know what you just did? You incentivized people to drive to places more. Congratulations. You made it easier for people to drive somewhere. And you know what that creates? Traffic. That is why I-35 will never be free of traffic. Never. You will never get rid of I-35 traffic. So 1-lane highway, fire solves. You gotta make better ways to get around. Again, like more often not people aren't driving across the country all the time. People aren't driving across the country all the time or even across their state all the time. They're driving from their home to work and typically anything in between. When you make spaces and like transit that can go between those locations frequently and easily, you eliminate the need for those cars. You take all of those cars off. Here, let me find an example. Go train capacity. If anybody doesn't know what the GO train are, this is actually in Canada. Can seat 162 passengers each coach. Oh, that doesn't help. Okay. 5,256 people per train. That is equivalently Canada mentioned POG. Yeah, the GO train is, I believe, Government of Ontario transit system. Kind of shit, because they are specifically, and I wish I was joking, these are terrible train systems and terrible schedules. These not subways. No, they're subways. They technically count as metro. They are absolute garbage because they are built typically in suburban areas. The train stations are built in suburban areas. They go from the suburb to downtown. I believe it's 4 trains for each station, roughly. That number could change depending on the station. And there's different routes. They all go in different directions to different suburbs outside of, I believe, Toronto. But that is 5,000 cars eliminated off of the highway by people taking that train in. However, it's not exactly good for anybody else because the trains go in, 4 different trains in the morning at different times, go into town. Do you want to know what they do the rest of the day? Doug Ford is doing. He wants to build an underground highway underneath the 401. Tell him he's a fucking idiot. And also to stop having a war on fucking bicycle lanes. I need somebody dressed up as a cyclist to just beat that dude in the street. This is the Raisin. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. I don't care if his brother's in prison. He should probably be in prison too, I bet. I bet we could find a reason. But these trains go in 4 in the morning and they wait there all day. They sit there all day until rush hour after the average work hours, about 6. We'll say 6 p.m. And then all 4 of those trains, or all the number of X trains on a route, go back out. That is it. That is all they do. They don't do anything else during the day. They're only functioning during commute time. Like 7 to 9, probably 5 to like 8. I wish they learned a large amount of Louisiana roads, never got a redesign. They just paved over an old dirt road and called it a day. Barely made any changes since because it could cost too much. Exactly. Yeah, that's another thing we talked about earlier with like American infrastructure is falling apart. If it wasn't updated or made in like the 60s, it's older than that. Every amount of fucking thing in the US is pretty much older than the 60s. And it's falling apart. Like the American highway systems were started in, I believe it was 63. And the last thing wasn't finished until 2003. Which I believe was, I mentioned somewhere before. I'm pretty sure was somewhere in the Midwest. The last like section of highway was finished in the Midwest. Which we actually did look at one point at like abandoned buildings out on like old abandoned highways. A long while ago. And you could tell that those buildings were quite old. You think Kill Circle, but with bikes? Kill Circle? Oh, okay, I get what you mean. Yeah. Just ride around him on a bunch of bicycles, just ringing it, bing, 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 bing. How long will it be patched together until someone has to pay the big bucks? I mean, what was that bridge? Also, congratulations, Pretzel. Oh, what was it? What was that the company that had the boat that slammed into the bridge? Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Here. Boat hits bridge. And I bet we can find it. There it is, Baltimore. Francis Scott Key Bridge. I will click the collapse for now, but what I want is the bridge itself. 4 lanes of the I-695 toll highway. History. 1972 was when this bridge was built. Yeah, the one in Maryland. 53 years ago. Whole thing came crumbling down from a boat that bumped into it. Money for the military and arming the cops like the military. That's also not to mention a good portion of, say, like, let's do America dams and locks. So if y'all don't know, all American, like, dams, the locks, the things that, like, these kind of locks, all the waterways, those are maintained by the U.S. The Army Corps of Engineers. They are technically military assets. Is another way that economic prosperity in the U.S. is subsidized by the taxpayer's dollar, even if it goes into the military, where a lot of our stuff goes. Netarob, hi, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Enjoy the show. Thank you, biggies. They get touchy when you get near them when you shouldn't be. Oh yeah, because you have to have a schedule. Before your boat even moves, you have to like call ahead. You have to get in line. And the thing is many of these docks are old. I'm talking crazy old. Let me see if I can find one. America wooden lock, water lock. Here's one. Some of these are still actually used. This one is, I'm pretty sure for show. This looks like this is like a river walk into city. But I do know that there's an older one. I've been in one before, and it's very uncomfortable when you're like standing in a lock that's lowered and you're looking at the door ahead of you and there's water seeping in through it, and you're just like, oh, am I gonna drown? 22-foot difference over there. This is gonna be okay. The thing gonna hold. But it's, yeah, everything in America is old and was built cheap. I'm sorry we haven't made it to the pizza yet, you guys. Although we also have less than 5 minutes until the ad break. Do we want to start the pizza and then pause it when the ad break starts, or do we just want to go? Crumbling even as we speak. Yep, people on Twitter were acting like a bridge would be built so to magically deflect any kind of boat hitting. Depends on the bridge design and the speed and the size of the boat that collides. True. There are tons of factors that go into collapse of like structures when things hit them. But if I remember, the pylons that... Here, let's actually reopen that. Give me an image of it. I thought they had like concrete pylons that a lot of bridges had, but I guess I was wrong. Okay. Let's pull up the Francis Scott Key Bridge. Okay, those aren't exactly... Yeah, those are not exactly looking good. Jesus. The major problem with this is the entire metal section of the bridge collapsed. If say like one support pillar got taken out, you would expect the section to collapse. That's true. But the whole thing came down. And I guess this is them. Oh no, this is 1970s construction pictures. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Hi, Black Dragon. All right. Me and American infrastructure have that in common, I guess. Are you falling apart at the seams? Nintendo, is that the problem? It just pulls the rest with it. That would be half the expectation, but... Well, I guess that is the kind of bridge that it was built to be. I don't, it doesn't count as a suspension bridge, technically. Time for me to go to bed. Good night, Cabela. Sleep well. Have a good night rest. All right, we'll get a little bit of pizza before we have the 2 minutes of ads. Oh, Jesus, that's loud. Water. All right. I collected some glue and kintsuga. What is this, bleach? Wait, hold on. What did you just put in there? Kirkland's. It was the big jug of water not enough? I guess not. I guess we have to measure. White vinegar? Oh, okay, maybe. Kintsuga, Japanese artifacts and pottery. Oh, gotcha. Is that the gold one? Is that the gold, the art of repairing things with gold? Good luck, nerd. Keep crying. Cry harder, I say as I also bully sigh over it. Yeast? I'm pretty sure that was yeast. Salt? Yo, I like the snazzy jar. It is, they have that exact jug. Okay, good to know. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense for pizza crust if you want the rising. We can repair the burnt carnival with gold. I already did that. There's so much gold. Don't start taking my gold. There's not actually any gold. I don't own any gold. These are fake. All my gold buttons, they're fake. I'm sorry, chat. I lied. They're not real gold. Ooh, that's a dense crust. That's a dense dough, baby. Flake salt and rock salt, my beloved, and rock sugar. I can't buy rock sugar where I live, and I'm upset about it. Oh, thermometer. Okay. I like that we had like a Chinese jug of salt. Then we had Greek towels, and we had Kirkland's fucking white vinegar. That's very funny. I don't care what anybody says. That's very funny. Ball. Ball. All right, time to do that 128 more times. Would take them from you? Ordain. Have you been taking my decorations? Is that what you've been doing? Have you been taking my decorations, mister? I'm curious to see how much these dough balls are gonna rise, because I'm so used to seeing people whenever they section their pizza dough. They're usually like side by side almost when they like kind of puff up when they're proofing. You can't prove anything. Hi Keith, welcome in. How are you doing? Also, Fatimus Berlin. Oh, Phantomus Berlin. I'm sorry, Mr. Follow. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Enjoy the show. How are you doing? Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh. Into the proofer you go. It's got to be the perfect temperature. 72 degrees Fahrenheit, nothing else. Ah, okay, I was right. I was right. They did proof out a lot more. Oh, wait a second. I like this little food truck. Wait, this is so cute. Oh yeah, the ads. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got the ads. I'm sorry. Don't yell at me. Don't yell at me. Don't yell at me. I'll get out. You son of a bitch. I said don't yell at me. Why are you screaming? Why did you do this to me? Ordain! Ordain! You got the ads for sure? What do you mean? It's not ADD anymore. ADD doesn't exist anymore. What are you on about? I kind of want a thick crust pizza. I wonder if there's a place near me I can find an affordable thick crust pizza. Wait, I bought stuff to make pizza. Ah. Oh, do I have the gumption today to make dough? I even bought vodka sauce to make pizzas with. Okay. I may. It sounds very tempting. I want to make the like very similar like puffy dough that like this guy's making with like the big crust. I made a word say, oh my God, holy shit. Jesus, y'all sped run that one. I'll make it to pizza. I'm gonna make it to pizza. I'll try to make it to pizza today. I still have mozzarella left over. I know I have like a block of Parmesan that I could shred up that's been around for a little while. Thanks, hard Parmesan, for lasting a long time. I don't have any like fresh bay leaves or anything. I do have chili oil though. I got more chili crisp. I have a full jar of Laugen Ma. You know what's funny? I go to the grocery store now, and my grocery store now has so many other like chili crisps. But every time I go there, Laugen Ma, which is imported from, I was gonna say China, but I think it's actually imported from like Taiwan or Thailand. I don't remember which. And then there's a bunch of like American businesses that sell chili crisp, and theirs is $3 more than the imported Laugen Ma, which is so funny to me. So I just get a jar of Laugen Ma that's bigger than theirs. Laugen Ma never goes old. Just get the biggest jar, and I promise you, we'll use it. That shit goes on everything, dude. Chat, if you've never had, hold on. This is Laugen Ma. Specifically this one. Okay. I'll wait for y'all to finish this game, but then I can show you the Laugen Ma. Okay. I would like to learn how to make my own chili oil at some point because it seems like a lot of fun. But none of the grocery stores near me sell like the necessary ingredients for it, which sucks. Because I like to add more garlic to it, baby. More garlic. All right. Let's put that away. This is what you need. If you're going to buy chili crisp, get this. Get this brand. It's fantastic. It's delicious. Stop screaming! Ordain, go back to your chair. Go sit down. It's rude to yell. Anyway. Back to pizza? Back to pizza. Back into the pizza. I want to know how they built a stone oven. Wow. Sai, can we build a pizza oven? I want to build a pizza oven. Although I'm pretty sure that's actually a for sale, like, Napoli pizza oven. But who knows? Oh, shit, I froze. Why am I frozen? Where'd my tracking go? Hello? Okay, we're good. We lived. I'm sure she'd let us. Yeah. Faye, do you want to build a brick pizza oven? Oh, is that the mozzarella? Low moisture mozzarella. God, that is a tough hunk of cheese. Oh. Sorry, I just had a thought. We're building a brick pizza oven. Let's go. Wait, have y'all been looking at other houses? Y'all haven't shown me anything in a while. Or I was just waiting till the money's there again. Wet juicy mozza is the best. I wish I had that kind of mozzarella, but no, I have the low moisture mozzarella. Okay, I think he's just doing a very basic. So that was crushed tomatoes. Just snipped fresh basil, olive oil. Oh, wait, never mind. No, that's a can of pizza sauce, so who knows what all's in there. Okay, never mind. This is a very, like, what's the word? I say basic, but that does not mean bad. It's probably more, I'm gonna guess, more of a way to, like... It is a food truck. It is a food truck. I don't know what I was expecting. I was gonna be like, this guy's not making anything crazy special. It is kind of cool. All right, this your greens? Basil. More basil. A more standard salad sauce? Yeah, kind of. At least they're adding fresh basil. Yeah, it looks like he only has 3 kinds of pizzas on his menu. And that is the margarita, the pepperoni, and then something else that looks kind of like, maybe it was like an Alfredo pizza of some kind, but we haven't seen any sort of like Alfredo sauce. Also, it looks like he's using cornmeal as his non-stick substance of choice. Wait. Oh, okay. I think he scoops them out. Yeah, he scoops them out onto the tabletop. I was like, where did his hand go with that? Gotta be perfect. Gotta be perfect. Fingers pressed. Force it out. Rotate. Force out. Rotate. And then just keep spreading your hands. And that's how you end up with the big crust, thin bottom. I'm not a big fan of Alfredo. I really don't like Alfredo. Basil smells so good. I love basil. I could probably roast some garlic to also put on the pizza tonight. I have some extra cloves of garlic. Well, bulbs of garlic lying around. I could take them out, find a little container, and just roast the cloves whole. What are they called? Garlic confit, I think is what somebody told me that that's called. Okay, so this one is... It uses regular shredded, and then I'm guessing this is a different kind of mozzarella. which they sometimes do with, yeah, this is definitely his margarita pizza. Just a little more stretch, little more stretch. That is so much cheese. The thing is, the crust is gonna puff up quite a lot as it cooks, as well as that cheese is gonna melt down to be practically completely flat. See? So cheese on top of pizza can look like a lot, but when it comes to like brick oven pizzas, cheese tends to melt down to almost nothing. Fuck, that looks good. Oh, I don't have a pizza oven. It's okay. I have a pizza stone and an oven, so maybe it'll help. Maybe it'll help. We'll see. I'm pretty sure we have a pizza paddle too. That'll make it a lot easier to get it into the oven. I'll just need to find it. Basically garlic paste. Yes. It's roast garlic that is essentially so soft that you squish it and it turns into paste. And then use it on the crust. Oh, you're a mad genius, Nintendo. I love you. I could kiss you. Yeah, I'll probably roast the... I know you can store garlic confit too. After you roast it, if you just store it in like a container with filled to the brim with olive oil, perfect. Gets the job done. Nothing to worry about. It was also, though, after I found out that... apparently some brands of olive oil are apparently not real olive oil. Apparently a large portion of brands are not actually real olive oil. I've since started checking my brands, so I've been buying like a little bit slightly more expensive olive oil, like Bertolli's, just so I know I'm getting that real shit. Powdered Parmesan garlic confit on the crust. Ooh. Oh god, my face. Hello? I'm lagging. Lagging really bad. Holy shit. Good thing about living on military bases, they have a place where I can get pizza only a couple 100 meters away. Ooh. The thing too is, chat, do you know the shocking differences between ingredients when it comes to pizzas? And do you know pizzas can be good for you? And I don't mean like having to do the crazy thing. Ooh, more basil. The crazy thing that like some people do where they're like, yeah, I took this chicken breast and I pounded it till it was so flat, then I just built a really shitty pizza on top. No, 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 no. Okay, this is the white pizza we saw. I guess it is just cheese. Oh. Oh? Blue cheese? Uh-oh. Okay, you kind of lost me there, Chant. You've lost me here. Hi, Alex. Welcome in. How are you doing? Thank you for the follow. Enjoy the show. This is kind of what we do on when we're chilling for certain days. I like watching food. I like talking food. Before, that's fine. That's also the first time chat. So, hey, listen. Everybody does something different. I ain't complaining. As long as you find your way back to my little carnival. Yeah, it's kind of an interesting idea. Maybe it adds like this kind of like secondary depth to just because this pizza is just cheese. Ooh. Oh, okay, never mind. I saw the shadow and I thought like the cheese touched the ceiling and like stretched, but I'm not exactly sold on this. This isn't really something that I would go for, mainly because I really like the sauce on pizza. What's that in freedom units? 1 football field away? Okay, gotcha. Understandable. Now I get it. Now I get it. Ugh. Fold it! Fold it, you fucking animal! You're picking up the whole pizza! I can't believe you've done this to me. I can't believe you did this to me, yummy boy. How could you do this to me? I trusted you. I trusted you, yummy boy. You've never let me down before. All right. Let's do... There is the next one. I already clicked the next one. I just wanted to see really quick some of these, if there was any others, but There doesn't seem to be any others that I haven't seen. All right, we'll do this one. We'll do the 20-minute one that I have. Corn! Why am I lagging so bad? Hold on, I'm opening VTS really quick. Hello? Okay, I think I'm fine. I think I'm fine. Now I want pizza? Hell yeah. Everybody should go make a pizza tonight. Chicken wings. Okay. The touch doors. Former hotel chef sells 5,000 pizzas a month? I wonder what that compares to, like, a Domino's, because I honestly don't know. I love pizza. Italian... No. I don't know what some of these are. That first one looked like pepper. But there's yeast. Okay, so they do make seasoned dough. Not a lot of places do seasoned dough. Usually the closest thing you get to seasonings in like most places like pizza dough is oh, I'm brain farting. Salt and olive oil, and that's basically it. But these guys definitely just made like a blend. I'm pretty sure. I want that cheese naan from flour, water, minced garlic, bake, mix, bake flat, thick cut provolone, melt and add basil. There you go. Yeah, you basically just make naan. You basically just make naan. But just throw some minced garlic into the dough of the naan. Really good. Provolone works. I think you can also get like, oh, we're throwing in butter. Okay, I can respect that. It's always shocking how much of a difference butter makes with pizza dough. I don't want to bake it. I want to eat it. I mean, sometimes you gotta make it if you want certain things. It happens. It just happens, okay? I don't want to do nothing. Oh, Jesus. Butter is good, but it's always shocking to see the difference. Goodness, that butter makes in baked goods when it's there versus when it's not. Especially because it usually gives like a lot of certain kinds of baked goods. They're like golden color. Like, chat, if you didn't know, if you don't, oh, why'd I lag? If you don't dip like pretzels and stuff in, what is it? Baking soda and water and then like butter them, they look gray. They come out gray instead of like the dark brown that you expect for pretzels. You gotta dip them or they're gray, and nobody wants to eat a gray pretzel. I've sometimes used the tortilla to make pizza. Listen, you gotta do what you gotta do. But the ingredients to make pizza dough they're pretty cheap. And they go a long way. Like salt, olive oil, flour, yeast. That's like maybe $5 of ingredients. Maybe. And that's not mentioning like the fact that how many pizza doughs you're gonna be able to make out of those ingredients. Buttered tortilla, the love of my life. Listen, tortillas go a long way, okay? There's a lot of things you can do with tortillas, and so many different like places across the world have their equivalent of like flatbread / tortillas / whatever. Oh my God, every single one of them is awesome. I'm just really partial to like naan because I like how puffy they are. They're compared to like tortillas. If I'm having Mexican food though, damn, I'm sold. I'm sold on tortillas, my man. I had a recipe for like chorizo queso that I made a long time ago. That's basically, it's literally just like chorizo and then huaca cheese just melted over the top of it. And then you take a tortilla and you just scoop it out with the tortilla and like it's a taco. It's none of your business. You can't stop me. Listen, I made my own naan the other night. It was a while ago. And I kind of want to do it again, but apparently tonight I'm making pizza. Parmesan. Damn, that is a good grater. Ah, I see. Making some cream corn. Chat, have you ever had cream corn? Answer the question, chat. Have any of y'all ever had creamed corn? I want some corn. Now, I have not. I recommend it. If you've never had creamed corn, it's shockingly good. I've had it there was a restaurant here in my city. It used to be a sit-down place that actually forced family-style dinners. So you would sit at your table, you would order the protein you want, which could be like a chicken fried steak, a pork chop, etc., etc., etc. And then you would pick, I believe it was 4 sides, and they would bring them out in large bowls that you would serve from the large bowls to your own plate. And I always thought it was really cute. I always thought it was really cute because it felt nice and homey. It was much nicer. It was much nicer, weirdly, than having that kind of dinner at home. Family style serving is the best. I agree. I may make enough dough today to make like multiple pizzas is what I'm thinking. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Because I don't know how much. Who knows? Who knows? I'll figure it out as I go. Mustard. I'm pretty sure that was mustard. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that was mustard. Because nobody has to cook or clean up. I mean, at a restaurant, it's pretty neat, but like I'm used to when we have like family dinners here, I like doing the dishes. Because I do the dishes either as, like when I'm cooking, I do my dishes as I'm cooking and as I'm finished using them. It may have been garlic paste. It was a little yellow to be garlic paste. But I could understand if they used mustard as like a binding agent for the seasoning. But holy shit. Calling man under 5'8" short kings, and now I'm sad. I thought it was average height of 5'8". 5'8" is average height. They're just being petty. Who pissed in the garlic paste? I just want to talk. Who pissed in the garlic paste? That's the best ingredient. Admit it and you'll just be hung. Keep it secret, and when I find out who you are, you'll be drawn and quartered. Go on. I'll wait. Who's gonna say it? Who's gonna own up to pissing in my garlic paste? 6-1, you go to the stretching rack? I'll go to the stretching rack regardless. This is a very interesting way to cut cauliflower for what I assume is going on top of a pizza. Non-Havarti crispy pork. Ooh, wait. Why both pork chop and katsu? Chicken katsu. I mean, I'm not saying it's gonna be bad, but I think you're double mixing. Hi, Werevenom. Welcome in. How are you doing? One of those gourmet pizzas that makes me feel like it's going to overcomplicate things? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it is. Really surprising. That actually is funny though. That's a good joke. I like that. I actually have a couple other folks that I know in the community that are also missing limbs, and y'all are always so goddamn funny. I like the comedy about it. Samuel, where are you? I don't remember. Are you Simon now? I don't remember. I miss Samuel. I miss Samuel. Not bad. Hell yeah, this is good enough for. I forgot what today was for a second. It's Thursday. It's Thursday. Yes, it is. Okay. So this place uses meshed bottoms. butter it before. Okay, I guess we're just gonna get to see. Oh shit, I don't have cornmeal. I can use flour, right? Using flour will be fine. I'm pretty sure I don't have cornmeal. Hey dude, can you like slide the pizza this way and I'll do like a little bit of camera work to make it look super cool? That is a pretty good use of sauce though. Hold on a second. Sorry, my throat rolled over and I started coughing for a second. You don't need cornmeal? I figured. It's just, I know, I've seen so many places that use cornmeal. I've always wondered why they decided to go with flour for one thing and then cornmeal for another. More cheese and garlic? Oh no. Oh no, this whole thing's gonna be covered in pepperoni. Also, I need pizza places to understand this and I need them to do this. When you put a bunch of toppings on top of a pizza, if you're like a place that does like pizza by the slice, so you like partially bake a pizza and then you take it out and then you bake it again when somebody orders it, I need you to throw more cheese on top of that fucking pizza. You need to put cheese on top of the additional toppings. You need cheese, some of the toppings, a little more cheese, so that the toppings just don't go falling off the fucking pizza. Were those whole roasted cloves of garlic that he also shoved in there? The cheese to bind it together? Yes. Also, look how sticky this corn is. I'm guessing the corn is gonna like melt and spread out a bunch more. It is the cheese that binds us. Because there's a pizza place in my city that I go to semi-frequently because it's in a food hall I really like. Pineapple! That they put like a bunch of toppings on their pizzas and rebake them, but a whole bacon slice. Are you certain, sir? But they do the, they don't put anything on top. So when I go to pick up the slice, all the fucking toppings come off. Even if I get like a pepperoni slice, the pepperoni isn't like bound to the top of the pizza, which is really fucking annoying. I thought it was scallops at first. No, it's pineapple and bacon. Because I'm not crazy for liking pineapple and bacon on my pizza. Oh. Hmm? Mushrooms? I think those are minced mushrooms. Oh. No, wait, they're maybe, I think they're black olives. That's a lot of black olives, my guy. That's a lot of black olives. I do like black olives on pizza, though. I like the iodine taste. Yes, you are. Hot pineapple is gross. No, it's not. Be down for black and green olives on pizza. Okay, this is the cauliflower pizza. I don't like the look of this cauliflower. That is so much mushrooms. But that reminded me, the olives, the black olives, and that other pizza reminded me. See, now they're binding it with cheese. Good. But what I was saying is, I wish more pizza places minced their regular mushrooms before they put them on pizza instead of just slicing them. Because it's so much better and you get like that uniform mushroom to like the whole pizza. There was the New York Pizza by the Slice place I used to go to when I lived in New England. Cheddar. Frozen cheddar for some reason. Okay, I don't like this. That's, I forget what that cheese is called, but that's like that soft cheese that you usually have as like a snack. Not Maybell's, or it looked like the other kind. Brie, yeah, it looked like Brie, and I'm not a fan. Not a fan. No, all the like white cheese that's been going on, all of these is mozzarella. That one was not. Okay. All right, now throw some hot honey on top of that bitch. Throw some hot honey on top of that bitch. More butter. Too much grease in the pepperoni pizza? That's because of all the pepperoni. It happens. I would like to try this one. So this is like that cream corn, the like spicy chicken, red onions with chives. Oh, they're crisping the bacon because it didn't cook completely. Guys, it would have been better if you cooked that bacon a little bit before you put it on the pizza. I'm just telling you, dudes. I'm just telling you. But you can also, you see how like gold that crust is? It's both from buttering it before and the fact that there's butter inside of that crust. Some of these are a little dark because, well, it was a fire oven. Pizza, hi Garuda. How you doing? I don't like the brie on there. I really don't like the brie on there. More cheese! More Parmesan. That is so much Parmesan. Dirty. Dirty boy. And then here's the mushroom, like kind of Greek style one. Oh. What did he just spray it with? Sugar water? Maybe just water? Cabbage. The sound of cutting cabbage. That's the right amount of Parmesan. I agree. I'll say win, never says win. That was a good cabbage crunch. Maybe olive oil, but I don't know how well it goes through like a spray bottle, because that definitely sounded like a spray bottle. It could be. It was very interesting to give the pizza a shine, if you will. The sound of crisp cabbage. Okay. Come on, bud. What are we doing with this cabbage, I wonder? What are you making? Coleslaw? Okay, salting it. Could be making... Okay, vinegar. Could be making kimchi. I could understand it if it's like small file kimchi instead of the usual like larger stuff. But... Okay. Sauerkraut? We don't know just yet. He did just like rinse it all off. So we'll see. I think this is gonna be coleslaw. Because now we're putting purple onions. It's kind of pretty. It's kind of pretty watching all this get cut. Just leave me the grater and the Parmesan. You have places to be, things to do. You don't have to stand there until I have enough Parmesan. And carrots. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is gonna be coleslaw. Coleslaw. I actually like coleslaw with some foods. Unless... There it is. It's coleslaw. I was right. There's our dressing. Turmeric? Salt. Pepper. And something else. I don't think it was cumin. It could also have been red pepper instead of turmeric, like I said. I think it was red. I think that was like a very orangish red pepper. Do you have a favorite dish? I don't think I have a singular favorite dish. I really like food. I go to the gym 4 days a week, so I can continue to like food. Chicken's gonna come out nice. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh, okay. I thought that was all salt for a second, and I was about to go, oh. But oh no. Okay. Wings and slaw? That's what I think it's gonna be. I think these are just like side items on their menu because what's a pizza place without wings at this point? We have decided that is part of this shtick now. So if you have a pizza place, you might as well buy a fryer while you're at it and start selling wings. Or become one of those like chop places or fry shops that sells like fish and chips and pizza. I would kiss a man that ran one of those. Sir, please, you don't understand. I need the fish and chips on the pizza. Yes, cheese over the top. Tartar sauce on the side. I don't care. Just put it in my fucking mouth. Okay. I always kind of like the tiny little like fry baskets. Oh. I'm guessing those are buffalo. Chad, buffalo's the worst sauce. Get a better taste if your favorite is buffalo. Be insulting all the new people that have been hanging out the last few days. Fish and chip pizza shop? Yes. A pizza, why not just fry the pizza? Who said I hadn't? Who said the calzone wasn't deep fried? Honey barbecue Tabasco? Okay, now hold on a second. Now hold on a second. You just had to go and say that. Are we making Shirley Temples? Was this a Shirley Temple? Get in my fucking belly! You're losing it, sir. You're losing it. You're driving me insane. You're driving me insane. Street dog. Jesus. Okay. All right, guys. It is almost 4. You know what that means. You know what that means. I have some bad news. It's time to go. It's time. Let me get you your music. Food in your mouth, not in your Instagram. And I need to go make pizza dough now. It's time for pizza dough. But we need to figure out who we're going to raid. Let me really quick figure out who is live. GTA, Precincts. Taking the chat, oh, go away-cation? What do you mean go away-cation? No, I would never. All right, you guys. We will be back. We're not going to be back here tomorrow. We are going to be over on Hectic Stream. I returned and I'm full of meats. Listen, I'm about to go make pizza. But we're going to be over at Hectic's tomorrow playing Mage the Ascension at 11 a.m. CDT. Basically 12 EST. So we will be an hour earlier over there if you aren't already in the Discord. To all of you new folks too that have been hanging out all day, I do recommend joining the Discord. It's the best way to get notified when I go live, as well as any news and shit that comes around. It's also the easiest way for me to get y'all notices since I also have it on my phone if shit hits the fan. It really is cool. It's because nobody is home. I stream when nobody is home. Unless it's my sister now since he's here from college. But they're home all weekend, so unfortunately I don't stream on those days. But we need to figure out who the hell we are going to raid. Special events, art, special events, Monster Hunter, art. Okay, hold on. I need to find somebody who's doing something spooky or something food related. I think we're gonna raid Demon Benny. She's doing Dead by Daylight. At least to have something spooky. Yeah, no one else is really jumping out at me. It seems. Yeah. Niho. Ayaki. Ooh. Oh, but that's more art. All right, we're gonna go with Demon Benny, you guys. I don't raid my partner friends that often because I usually like to raid friends that are aiming for partners so I can support them. But if you want to see somebody who is having a grand old time, it looks like she's playing 2v8s in DBD. So we're going to raid Benny. Well, guests is instructed to stay in their seats for the duration of the show. That's true. The show is not over until the raid sends, baby. All right, you guys. What do we want to do for a raid message? I like that. I like to pour some sugar on me is the song that we get right now. I think when we get partner, I'm going to get a pizza emote. I'm not going to lie, chat. We need a pizza emote. Arson, we've come for your cheese. We'll do the grab emotes. We've come for your cheese. Or you can do it with the gun. If you have the gun emote, you can also do it with that. One of those if you prefer, either or. But until next time, guys, I will see you tomorrow. If I don't see you tomorrow, I will see you Monday. Until then, thank you for being here. Thank you for being awesome. And thank you for enjoying the show. Good night.